Live from Oldsmobile Park in beautiful downtown Lansing, Michigan, Lansing Lugnut Baseball is on the air. Tonight, the Lansing Lugnuts, Midwest League Class A affiliate of the Toronto Blue Jays, gets set to host the Cedar Rapids Kernels, Midwest League Class A affiliate of the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim, in Game 1 of a 4-game set, the back 4 games of an 8-game homestand for the Lugnuts this week. Hello, everybody. Welcome into another beautiful day for Lansing Lugnut Baseball. This is Brad Tillery here with you on WQTX 92.1 FM, Oldies 92.1 here in the Lansing area, or you might be joining us all over the world through www.lansingLugnuts.com. Well, yesterday the Lugnuts picked up their third consecutive victory to improve it to 13-5 on the season. They're still in first place. A 3-2 ninth-inning walk-off for the Lugnuts, as Jacob Butler had 3 RBIs in the game. The Lugnuts had just 4 hits, but 2 of them came when it mattered the most. A bloop single to right by Corey Patton that fell in between the second baseman and right fielder, who neither one of them could decide who would get the ball. Fell right in between both of them, and then Joey Metropolis was walked to first, leaving runners on first and second, down by a run with 2 away, and Jacob Butler came up with a 3-2 count on him and blasted a double into the right center field gap past Edward Ovalle, the center fielder for the Lloyd Snappers, and the Lugnuts won 3-2, their second straight walk-off victory after the 17-inning game on Sunday. Lansing has now won 3 in a row for the second time this year, and they look to make it number 4 tonight against the Cedar Rapids Kernels, who come in playing pretty good baseball, as they are 10-8 on the year. They did lose yesterday. We'll run down what's gone on in the Midwest League right now. Here's the standings. First in the Eastern Division, the Lugnuts continue to lead, 13-5, the record there, as West Michigan tails Lansing only a game and a half back at 11-6. Fort Wayne in third, 10-7, they're 2.5 back. Tied up for fourth, Dayton and Southwest Michigan. They're both 8-10. 5 full games back of Lansing and 6 games back to the South Bend Silverhawks, who are 7-11. In the Western Division, the Kane County Cougars continue to lead. They're 11-7 on the year. Nipping right on their heels, 1 game back, the Cedar Rapids Kernels, who are in town tonight. They're 10-8. Tied up at 9-9, 3 teams below Peoria in the swing of the Quad Cities. They're all 2 games behind the Kane County Cougars. 3 games back are the Wisconsin Timber Rattlers. They're 8-10. Burlington follows up at 7-11. And Clinton rounds out the Western Division as they are 5-13, 6 games behind the Kane County Cougars. Around the league yesterday, Peoria beat Burlington 3-2 in 2 hours and 30 minutes. Southwest Michigan picked up a 4-2 win over the Cedar Rapids Kernels. Cedar Rapids didn't have far to travel, just 60 miles or so after last night's game. Wisconsin Timber Rattlers took care of South Bend by doubling them up, 8-4. Around the league today, here's what the matchups look like. Wisconsin visits Fort Wayne. Clinton over at South Bend. Burlington will visit Southwest Michigan. Kane County is at West Michigan. Peoria visits Dayton. And Beloit will play the swing of the Quad Cities in Davenport, Iowa, where the Lugnuts will head next after this series wraps up. But there are 4 games to go here. This is Game 1 tonight between the Cedar Rapids Kernels and the Lansing Lugnuts. And here are what the lineups look like tonight. First for the Cedar Rapids Kernels, who come into today's game second in the Western Division, 1 game behind with a 10-8 record. Leading off playing center field will be Brad Kuhn. Batting second, the shortstop, Heinley Stacia. The third batter is the left fielder, Patrick Riley. The cleanup man, the designated hitter, Jordan Rins. Batting fifth, the first baseman, Flint Whipke. Batting sixth, the catcher, Brett Martinez. In the 7th spot, the right fielder, Madison Edwards. Batting eighth, the third baseman, Dallas Morris. And batting ninth, the second baseman, Larry Infante. Starting pitcher tonight for the Cedar Rapids Kernels, Steve Merrick. He's 1-0 with a 2.04 ERA. For the Lugnuts, the lineup tonight looks something like this. As Sean Shoppett will get a night off after his 11-game hitting streak came to an end last night. Second baseman Chris Gutierrez will lead it off for the Lugnuts as he fills in for Shoppett, and it will be Gutierrez's first start at second all season long. Second batter will be catcher Brian Bormaster. Batting third, the right fielder Jacob Butler. Cleaning up the first baseman, Joey Metropolis. Batting fifth, the left fielder, Brian Petway. In the 6th spot, the designated hitter, Corey Patton. Batting 7th, the center fielder, Huber Rodriguez. Batting 8th, the third baseman, Anthony Garibaldi. And rounding out the lineup and batting 9th is Jesus Gonzalez, today's shortstop for the Lugnuts. On the bump tonight for Lansing The reliever turned starter for the last 2 weeks, Billy Carnline, 1-0 with a .56 ERA. Carnline was forced into action last week as a starter in place of Adrian Martin, who was placed on the disabled list. And because Martin is still there, Carnline will get his second start of the year as he starts tonight for the Lugnuts. He has been one of the biggest workhorses out of Lansing's bullpen all season and one of the most dominant arms for Ken Joyce all year long. This is the first of, like I said, 4 games here at Oldsmobile Park. 6:05 starts Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday as well before the Lugnuts head out of town for 8 games. They will play 8 games in 9 days on the road after this series wraps up, but there are all 4 to go, and the Lugnuts play home game number 10 of the year. It's game number 19 here at Oldsmobile Park at Lansing, Michigan. Well, sit back, relax, and here comes the play-by-play. It's on the way. The Lugnuts and Cedar Rapids Kernels getting set to do battle. You're listening to Lansing Lugnut Baseball on Oldies 92.1.
The Lugnuts are teaming up with LabView for another great season of fireworks shows that are sure to wow everyone. We'll light up the skies with great fireworks all season long. Brought to you by LabView, your credit union for life. New in 2006, if you're a LabView member, you can purchase the seats closest to the action, the executive club seats. Just show your LabView card at the Lugnuts box office and you can sit in these elite seats. This exclusive offer is available only to LabView members. The Lansing Lugnuts, where everyone gets to play. Tell me, America, what do you love?
We love baseball, hot dogs, apple pie, and Chevrolet.
Yep, some things never change, like baseball.
Stolen bases, radar guns, solid fries, and Chevrolet.
Did you say radar guns?
Free agents, blimp, cameras, frozen yogurt, and Chevrolet.
Blimp cameras?
Ball cartoons, space, painting, foam, fitted, and Chevrolet.
Okay, maybe baseball has changed a little over the years, but not America's love of the game or our love for Chevy.
Right.
With 9 out of 10 Chevy cars sold, offering an estimated 30 highway miles per gallon or better, I bet there's a Chevy sharing the road with you right now. And most likely, it's headed for a baseball game.
Yeah.
Because some things never change.
Luxury boxes, super lunches, veteran teams, and Chevrolet.
Chevy, baseball's #1 fan, America's #1 brand.
Fuel economy claim based on EPA estimates and RL Fulton Company 2005 calendar year to date. Passenger car total registrations in the U.S. #1 brand based on car and light duty truck registrations and official manufacturer's social reports for calendar year 2005. Chevy, top partner of Major League Baseball.
Young Lugnuts fans, have you ever wondered what it's like to round the bases just like your favorite Lugnuts players? Well, after every Sunday home game, all kids will once again get to run the bases following the Lugnuts 205 game. Presented by Pepsi, kids get to run the bases just like their favorite players do every Meyer Kids Day. And that's not all. When they get all the way around, they'll get a refreshing glass of Pepsi to quench their thirst. Don't miss out on your chance to zip around the bases with Kids Run the Bases, presented by Pepsi. It's the Cola, the Lansing Lugnuts, where everyone gets to play.
Your favorite songs are here on the Oldies station, WQTX, St. John's, Lansing.
Lansing's Good Time Oldies station, Oldies 92.1, presents Lugnuts Baseball. Brought to you by Farm Bureau Insurance, making your future more predictable. LabView, your credit union for life. Pepsi, it's the Cola. Oldsmobile General Motors, proud sponsor of the Lansing Lugnuts. Now, with the call, here's Brad Tillery.
Well, the Lugnuts have taken the field. The national anthem has been sung, and we are set to play baseball on this beautiful Tuesday evening in Lansing. It is 49 degrees outside. However, the wind is still. The sun is drenching the field as there are just a few stray white clouds in the sky. A blue sky here at 6:04 in the afternoon as we get set to play tonight. Well, for the Kernels, it'll be Brad Kuhn, Heinrich Stacia, and Patrick Riley all due up to face the starter tonight for the Lansing Lugnuts. It is Billy Carnline. He's 1-0 with a .56 ERA in 5 appearances. He has 1 start. Also, he has a save with 16 innings pitched. He's given up 7 hits, 2 runs, only 1 of them earned. Allowed 1 long ball, walked 1 batter, struck out 22, and opponents are hitting a scant 130 against the right-hander, Billy Carnline. Defense behind Carnline tonight looks like this from left to right in the outfield. Brian Petway, Hubert Rodriguez, and Jacob Butler. A third baseman, Anthony Garibaldi. Over at short, Jesus Gonzalez. second baseman Chris Gutierrez. At first, Joey Metropolis. And behind the plate is Brian Bormaster. Leading it off for the Cedar Rapids Kernels is Brad Kuhn, a .269 hitter with no home runs and 6 RBIs. He hits from the left side on a chilly evening here in Lansing, but a beautiful night. Kuhn even in his stance from the left side. Carnline into his motion in the first pitch of the ball game. Called for a strike at the belt right on time at 6:05. Delivery. Kick in the pitch. All for a strike on the inside half at the knees. 0-2. Cedar Rapids wearing the road gray jerseys with red numerals on the back trimmed in white. They have Kernels written across the chest in red, also trimmed in white. 0-2 pitch. Kuhn takes it high and tight as he limbos out of the way. 1-2. They have red undershirts on. Many of them do long sleeves. 1-2 pitch. Kuhn takes a fastball that just missed the outside corner. 1-2. They're wearing black caps with black bills. Actually, it was a dark blue. 2-2 pitch swung on, lined into right field. It'll fall for a base hit in shallow right field, as Kuhn will round first and hold up there, and the first man of the ball game is on for Cedar Rapids. Heinley Stacia, the next batter. Stacia, a .284 hitter with no home runs and 6 RBIs this year. Also hits from the left side. Cedar Rapids also wearing red socks today. In at the grass, the third baseman Garibaldi. Stacia shows bunt, but the pitch missed high and away for ball 1. The Lugnuts wearing the home white uniforms cut off at the sleeves with black undershirts. Lugnuts written across the chest in red. Red numerals on the back with black outline. Black piping down each pan leg. And black socks, black caps, and black bills as time is called by Stacia while Carnline was about to deliver the 1-0 pitch. Carnline with the pants rolled up just below the knees, showing off the black socks, comes set at the letters. The 1-0 called for a strike on the outside half at the letters. 1-1. Coaching third for the Kernels, the manager, Bobby Magianis. The hitting coach, Eric Owens, over at first. The pitching coach is Kernan Ronan. Trainers, Eric Munson. Strength and conditioning coach, Andrew Emick. And the equipment manager is Ron Rody Pline. Go back to first, and the runner, Kuhn, is in standing up. Everybody plays straight away in the outfield. The middle infield pitches towards the second base bag for double play depth, while the first baseman, Metropolis, holds the runner. 1-1 pitch, swung on and hit well towards right center field. Going back on it, Rodriguez. He has a beat on it, looks up in the sun and makes the play in deep right center, and there's one away. Patrick Riley is the next batter. Riley, a .310 hitter with a home run and 11 RBIs. He, too, will hit from the left side, so a heavy left-handed hitting lineup for the Cedar Rapids Kernels early. Cedar Rapids located in Iowa. They are the farthest west team in the league. Open stance for Riley. The pitch swung on and missed. Fastball low and away. 0-1. Billy Carnline throws a fastball, a curveball, and a changeup. The righty bends at the waist, working from the stretch from the far left of the rubber as you look from the press box. Working the ball behind his back in the hand. Now he meets it with a black glove. Nods yes to the side. Checks the runner. Kicks and fires. The pitch just missed the outside corner. 1-1. Carnline's last outing was last Thursday, the final game in Clinton, where he got a no decision, throwing 4 innings in a spot start, giving up 3 hits and 1 run. That was unearned, while striking out 6. The Lugnuts won that game 5-4. 1-1. Kelly swings and pops it up the left side. Over for it to third baseman Garibaldi. He will be not called off. He will not be called off by the shortstop Gonzalez. It looked like Gonzalez was going to take over there in shallow left, but Garibaldi had it all the way. And there are 2 away in the first. No score between Cedar Rapids and Lansing. We are just underway, and Jordan Wren steps in. The designated hitter tonight, last name spelled R-E-N-Z. 283 hitter with a home run and 9 RBIs. Hits from the right side with an even stance. Standing tall in the box. Holding the bat high. First pitch, called for a strike. Fastball on the outside, half at the knees, 0-1. First time that Carline has ever faced the Cedar Rapids Kernels in his career. Only his second year of professional baseball. 0-1 pitch, called just down low. Looked as if the umpire was going to look over and call a strike, and instead he called a ball. That runner goes on the 1-1 and is swung on and lifted in the air to left. Brian Petway jogs in slowly as the high skyscraping fly ball falls into his glove for out number 3. And the Lugnuts are out of the first without any harm done. No runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. And we go to the bottom of the first. Cedar Rapids nothing, and here come the Lugnuts. You're listening to Lansing Lugnut Baseball on Oldies 92.1.
At LastQ, you've got a direct route to free checking. It's called direct deposit. You see, when you sign up for direct deposit at LastQ, you also get free checking. No minimum balance requirement, no monthly fee, no per-check fee. You'll even get a free box of checks when you open your account. Talk about a direct route to convenience. No hassle. Your pay or benefits are deposited directly into your account and free checking with no fees. You can open an account if you live, work, or attend school in Ingham, Eaton, or Clinton County. Just stop in and we'll take care of the rest. Free checking with direct deposit at LastQ.
We're still here to lend a hand for all your hopes and dreams and plans. That's why we're LastQ, your credit union for life. We're LastQ, your credit union for life.
Member NCUA.
Calling all young Lugnuts fans. Your chance to be an official Bat Kid at a Lugnuts game returns to Old Park in 2006. The honorary Bat Kid of the game is back at the ballpark, sponsored by Farm Bureau Insurance. Kids ages 8 to 14 can register to win either at the ballpark or by going online to the Lugnuts official website at LansingLugnuts.com. The lucky winners receive a T-shirt and 4 tickets to the game with seats by the dugout. The honorary Bat Kid of the game in 2006, sponsored by Farm Bureau Insurance, making your future more predictable.
Well, we go to the bottom of the first with the Lugnuts' first hacks at the plate tonight. It'll be Gutierrez, Bormaster, and Butler all due up to face Steve Merrick, the starter tonight for the Cedar Rapids Kernels. Merrick's numbers so far this year, 1-0 with a 2.04 ERA in 3 starts. He's tossed 17 and 2/3, given up 11 hits, 4 runs, all of them earned, while walking 3, striking out 14, thrown 2 wild pitches, and opponents are hitting 175 against the right-hander Steve Merrick. He winds and fires the first pitch. Gutierrez takes it high and tight for ball 1. Merrick, so far, the count, high and tight. Scoreboard reads 3-0, and I must have missed a pitch somewhere. Merrick, 6'2", 200 pounds, out of Sealy, Texas. Pitched for the Oral Owls of the Pioneer League last year, and that's taken for a called strike, 3-1. Gutierrez so far this year, a .317 hitter with no home runs and 7 RBIs. Kicking the 3-1 fire inside and tight. Gutierrez draws a walk to lead the game off. So with a runner at first, Brian Bormaster will stroll to the plate for Lansing. Bormaster, a .158 hitter with a home run and 3 RBIs. In limited action so far this year, he has just 19 at-bats. Kicks the dirt around in the right-hand batter's box. 2-step lead off of first for Gutierrez. First time he has led off all year in the pitch. Called for a strike. Around the letters, 0-1. Gutierrez mostly hits in the 2-hole for Lansing. Sean Schaff at the normal leadoff man, getting a day off. 0-1 pitch. Bormaster swings and misses at a fastball, 0-2. In fact, in every one of Gutierrez's starts so far, with the exception of tonight, he had been hitting in the 2-hole. Big hole on the right side for Bormaster to play with as the middle infield pitches toward the back, and the first baseman Whiskey holds the runner. 0-2 pitch, high and away for ball 1. Defense behind Merrick tonight from left to right in the outfield. Patrick Riley, Brad Kuhn, and Madison Edwards. Third baseman Dallas Morse. The shortstop Heinley Sasha. Second baseman Larry Infante. At first, Flint Whipke. And behind the plate, Brent Martinez. 1-2 pitch inside as Bormaster backed out of the way of a 91-mile-an-hour fastball. 2-2 the count. Wind blowing in tonight from the north, which is straightaway center field. Bormaster standing tall in the right-hand batter's box. Break-even pitch on the way. Runner goes 2-2, fouled off the right side. It will float out of play, and the count remains the same. Just a little bit of the park in shade tonight right now. That is the left field corner as the sun sets over the third base side. Stepping off the rubber is Merrick. As time is called, so as catcher Martinez can adjust his glove. Now he squats back down. Merrick with the glove resting on the left knee. Stands up and comes set, letter high, away from his body. 2-2 pitch. Bormaster checks his swing. It was off the handle of the bat. And the count stays at 2-2. Game one of a 4-game set between these two teams. The Lugnuts just completed a 4-game series of the Beloit Snappers here at Oldsmobile Park, where Lansing took 3 of 4. 2-2 pitch. Brian Bormaster takes it high and tight around the eyes, and the count runs full. 3 balls, 2 strikes, nobody out with a runner at first. In the bottom of the first, no score between Lansing and Cedar Rapids. Merrick has the sign. Comes set. Throw back to first, and Gutierrez is then standing up. Coaching third tonight for the Lugnuts is the manager, Ken Joyce. Over at first is Charlie Poe. Pitching coach is Tom Signor. The trainer, Chris Vernon, and the strength and conditioning coach, Robert Hodgman. Runner goes, swung on a miss by Bormaster. Throw down to second base will be in time to get the runner, Gutierrez. Strike him out, throw him out, double play. Put the caught ceiling down, 2-4. So with 2 away, the bases are empty for Lansing. And Jacob Butler will stand in. Butler, a 197 hitter with 2 homers and 11 RBIs. He had 3 of his 11 RBIs yesterday, including the 2 in the ninth that won the game, as that missed high and tight for ball 1. His only hit yesterday was a 2 RBI double to right center field. Ended up winning the game in the bottom of the ninth. 1-0 pitch, Butler takes a high fastball, 2 balls, no strikes. Chilly night here in Lansing. 49 degrees outside right now. Chi-Hung Cheng was blowing in his hand down in the stands. The 2-0 pitch. Butler swings and misses. 2-1. Cheng is holding the radar gun tonight for the Lugnuts as the chart pitches behind the plate. Usually 2 starters a night do that. 2-1 pitch. Swung on and missed by Butler. That time a changeup around the letters. 2-2. One player will chart where the pitches are, and the other player will typically chart how fast the pitch is coming. Break-even pitch to Butler with 2 away. Swung on, fouled off in the screen, and the count will stay the same. Joey Metropolis stands on deck for Lansing. If he is able to come up here in the first. Outfield plays Butler the other way with a big gap in left center. 2-2 pitch, swung on, fouled off over the screen towards sweet level, but it will fall into sweet level and then bounce back out to about the 15th row. 2-2 still the count. Merrick working for the line, standing on the far right of the rubber as you look to the press box. Kicks and fires the 2-2. Butler swings and misses over the top of a changeup on the inside half, and the inning will come to a conclusion for the Lugnuts in the first. No runs on no hits. There were no errors and no men left. We go to the second. No score between Cedar Rapids and Lansing. You're listening to Lansing Lugnut Baseball on Oldies 92.1.
Stock Building Supply, the nation's largest supplier of building materials to the professional builder, would like to say thanks to the thousands of contractors and building professionals that help make us #1 for the 3rd straight year. You'll find a Stock Building Supply near your next big project, including our new showroom on Aurelius, just north of Jolly Road in Lansing. Let our kitchen specialists design the kitchen of your customer's dreams and save an extra 10% on all new kitchen orders placed in April. Call Stock Building Supply today at 1-800-686-5085. Stock Building Supply. Customer focused, associate driven.
Hello and welcome back to Ask the Orkin Man.
Orkin Man, my neighbor has termites. Should I worry?
Absolutely. The fact is that termites can damage as many homes as fires.
I know it. Honey, I told you they'd ruin the neighborhood.
Who, the termites or the neighbors?
Ha, take your pick.
Well, either way, there's no need to worry, as long as you have an Orkin home protection plan.
Ooh, thank my heavens. You got anything to keep his dog off my lawn?
Different show.
Nabbit, I'll call back.
Okay, but for a free termite inspection, call
1-800-ORKIN-MAN.
There are infinite dynamics in business. There's the every customer is a repeat customer dynamic, or the pleased to meet you and here's how we can help you dynamic, or the old the customer is always right even when you know they're wrong dynamic. And to help you master such dynamics, there's Microsoft Dynamics, software solutions that are specially designed to improve your customer relationship, financial, and supply chain management. To find out more, visit Microsoft.com/Microsoft Dynamics.
Well, we move to the top of the second between Cedar Rapids and Lansing here at Oldsmobile Park. No score. And due up for the Kernels, Flint Whipke, Brett Martinez, and Madison Edwards, the 5, 6, and 7 hitters. Whipke stands on the right side. Carnline into his motion. The first pitch swung on and lined down the left side. Foul. 0-1. Whipke, a 257 hitter with a home run and 7 RBIs in his young season. He uses a red bat, which matches his red uniform, or red undersleeves, I should say. They're wearing the gray uniforms today, even in the stance. 0-1 pitch. Whipke swings and taps one down the left side. It will roll foul. And the count is 0-2. Whipke stands at the batting circle, rubs both hands together, wearing white and black batting gloves. Chokes up on the bat ever so slightly. The 0-2 pitch. Whipke takes it just outside. A fastball that missed. 1-2. Lansing riding a 3-game winning streak coming into tonight's game. Taking a 1-2 fire. Whipke swings and pops it up over the screen. He'll stay alive. And the count will stay the same. Lugnuts dropped the first game of this homestand to Beloit before taking the final 3 games of the series. One-two pitch again. Whipke swings and misses. He tried to hold up, but he was already 3/4 of the way around by the time he stopped his bat motion. The first strikeout recorded by Billy Carnline in tonight's game. And with 1 away in the second, here comes Brett Martinez. Martinez, a 271 hitter, with no home runs and 6 RBIs. Holding the bat shoulder high from the right side. The pitch down low for ball 1. Martinez, regular shin guard on the left shin. Turned inside. Slightly open in the stance. 1-0 pitch. Martinez fouls it off over the screen back this way towards the press box. And that is staying right up here. It's up here on the ledge. 1-1 the count to Martinez as Carnline receives a new baseball. Carnline standing tall, pulls the glove over the head in the 1-1 pitch. Breaking ball down low and away. 2 balls and a strike. Martinez points the bat towards center field, takes it low through the zone. 2-1 pitch. Swung on, grounded right back at Carnline, who stops it on one hop, picks it up, throws the first. It's in time. And they're 2 away. Two away. And Madison Edwards stands in. The right fielder tonight for the Cedar Rapids Kernels. Edwards, a 150 hitter. He has had just 9 at-bats on the year, or 20 at-bats on the year. He's 3 for 20 with no home runs and 2 RBIs, and he takes a called strike to start it off. 2 away in the second, no score between the Kernels and Lugnuts here at Oldsmobile Park. 0-1 pitch. Edwards swings and hits it up in the air towards shallow right field. Out for it, the second baseman Gutierrez, and he will call off the right fielder Butler and make the squeeze for the final out of the second. So the Kernels go down in order in the second inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, no men left. We go to the bottom half of the second. Still no score between Cedar Rapids and Lansing. You're listening to Lansing Lugnut Baseball on Oldies 92.1.
Hope, helping other people excel, is a scholarship program that guarantees Lansing students the promise of a college education when they stay in school, stay out of trouble, and graduate from high school. 500 sixth graders of promise who face a variety of personal and economic challenges have already been identified as Hope Scholars. And each year, your contribution will give 500 more students hope for the future. Give hope today by contributing to the Hope Scholarship Fund. Call or write the Capital Region Community Foundation.
Looking better and brighter every day. We're neighbors and friends who stand beside you all the way. Always there when you need us. People you can trust. Your family and future are always safe with us. We're making your future more predictable. Farm Bureau Insurance. Farm Bureau Insurance.
Hey, Lugnuts fans, did you know that our Truly Green ballpark is courtesy of True Green Camelon, the official lawn care provider for your Lansing Lugnuts? Thanks to True Green, it's sure to be green and beautiful all season long. For all of your lawn care needs, both residential and commercial, think True Green Camelon, the official lawn care provider for your Lansing Lugnuts. Remember, the grass is always green at Oldsmobile Park, thanks to True Green Camelon.
Joey Metropolis leads it off for the Lugnuts. He'll be followed by Brian Petway and Corey Patton here in the bottom of the second. And there's no score between the Kernels and Lugnuts on this Tuesday evening. Metropolis opening their stance from the right side. Merrick into the motion. The first pitch swung on, fouled off over towards the first base dugout where the Lugnuts reside. And the count is 0-1. Metropolis, a .333 hitter with 2 home runs this year and 6 RBIs. Stands ready for the 0-1 delivery. Metropolis takes it high and away, ball 1. And Stephen Merrick was a 40th round draft and follow. Selection by the LA Angels of Anaheim. 1-1 pitch inside and almost hit Metropolis. 2-1. Out of San Jacinto Junior College in Texas. Guy who throws a very hard fastball. 2-1 pitch. Metropolis swings and pops it up in foul ground in the infield. Off with his max, the catcher Martinez, who looks up into the high sun and makes the squeeze in foul ground for out 1. Brian Petway is the next batter. He had yesterday off, although he did pinch hit. Batting .254 with 3 home runs and 13 RBIs. He struggled of late in the Beloit series, the series that just concluded. He went 3 for 15 with 7 strikeouts. Petway stands ready. He checked his swing, but he went too far. Already around, the count's 0-1. Merrick touched 94 miles an hour in the 2004 Junior College World Series. The 0-1 pitch, high and away for ball 1. As he earned the most outstanding pitcher honors in that JUCO World Series and convinced the Angels to take him in the 40th round. It's a pretty good find. The 1-1 swung on and missed. 92-mile-an-hour fastball down low in the zone, 1-2. Merrick is ranked number 18 in the Baseball America Prospect Handbook in the LA Angels section. The 18th ranked prospect in their system. 1-2 pitch. Broken bat. Little looper over to the left side. Calling for it, the shortstop Stacia, who makes the squeeze for out 2. Corey Patton, the next batter. Patton had yesterday off as well. He's batting .235 this year with 2 home runs and 15 RBIs. Actually, Patton did not have yesterday off. He had the day that I guess you would have won off, the 17-inning affair. Kicking the pitch, Patton takes it down low for a called strike. 0-1. The next pitch to Patton, low and away as it bounced up to the catcher Martinez. 82-mile-an-hour changeup in the dirt. A ball and a strike. Merrick, the man on the mound for the Kernels, has been known to hit 98 on the gun at times. The 1-1, high and away. There's a hard fastball. 2-1 the count. He signed for $800,000 with the LA Angels of Anaheim, which in baseball terms is a lot of money. The 2-1 is swung on and hit well to left. Patrick Riley out back on the he misjudged it. It's over his head. It'll bounce off the track and off the wall. Heading into second base on the play is Brian Petway as that ball just carried over the head of Riley. He broke in at first by about a step and then realized it was heading over his head. He raced back and it was off the track. A double for Corey Patton. The other way, the first hit of the game for Lansing. And here comes Huber Rodriguez. So the Lugnuts have a runner in scoring position. Rodriguez, .278 hitter on the year with no home runs and 4 RBIs. I'll be honest, that last hit, I just thought it when it came off the bat, it was a lazy fly ball and would be the final out of the inning. And the Lugnuts still have life as Rodriguez stands in the right side. The pitch is swung on and hit well to right. Over for it, Madison Edwards. He is racing in now towards the track and makes the catch. Running in the foul ground, but he caught it in fair. And that will end the inning in the second. For the Lugnuts, no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. We'll continue our conversation about Merrick when he comes back on the mound in the bottom of the third. First of all, we are through 2. No score between Lansing and Cedar Rapids. You're listening to Lugnut Baseball on Oldies 92.1.
Nothing comes between a commercial cutter and their Bad Boy mower. Harrington Lawn and Power Equipment is proud to introduce Bad Boy mowers to the Lansing market. They have 4 distinct advantages over other commercial mowers. Framed stronger, easier access, more power, and a longer life. If you're cutting grass, Harrington's Lawn and Power Equipment has a huge selection of mowers. Family owned and offering the service you deserve. Prices that can't be beat. Harrington's Lawn and Power Equipment. Corner of N99 and Vermontville Highway in Dimondale. Harrington's and Bad Boy mowers. See why both are market leaders.
Come shop the Mega Mall, Michigan's most unique shopping experience. Browse through 40,000 square feet of today's and yesteryear's treasures. Over 300 booths with antiques, collectibles, books, toys, furniture, plus lots of guy stuff like hunting, fishing, and sports items. The Mega Mall, the best pricing on the widest selection of merchandise. There's sure to be something for everyone. If you like to treasure or bargain hunt, come shop the Mega Mall. Open 7 days, 11 till 6. Thursdays till 8:30. On Old 27 in North Lansing, 2 miles south of I-69 and 4 miles north of Lugnut Stadium. On the web at themegamall.net.
Whether it's taking you home on a long stretch of highway or across town, your vehicle craves spring cleaning. Complete Automotive Tire Service of DeWitt is offering 25% off automotive detailing throughout April. Interior and exterior, 25% off at Complete Automotive Tire and Service of DeWitt. When you need a tune-up or new Cooper tires for all your automotive needs, honest and dependable care is what you receive. They work with you to make sure you get the best deal. Just off of US 27 south of Brown Lake Road, Complete Automotive Tire and Service of DeWitt, 669-2725.
Oh, due up for the Cedar Rapids Kernels as we go to the top of the third. It is the 8, 9, and 1 hitters, Dallas Morris, Larry Infante, and Brad Kuhn to face Billy Cardline, who stays on the hill for Lansing. In his third inning of work, his spot starts in place of Adrian Martin, who is on the disabled list right now with back spasm. Morris stands in, a 122 hitter with no home runs and an RBI so far this year. The pitch outside and high for ball 1. Dallas Morris, 6'2", 210 pounds out of, let me see if I can pronounce this right, as the pitch missed down low and away, 2-0. Opelousas, Louisiana. That's Opelousas. Only reason I had a shot at that Is that my family's from there? 2-0 pitch. Morris swings and misses. A big cut at a 92-mile-an-hour fastball around the knees. 2-1. That's one of the good things of having a Cajun grandfather, I guess. You could pronounce words like Opelousas. 2-1. Pops up into right. Back on it now, Butler, as he broke in at first, but he has a beat and makes the catch for out 1 in the third. Larry Infante, the next batter. A switch hitter, batting 129. No home runs and 4 RBIs. He hits from the left side against the righty Carnline. Standing even in the box. The pitch, swung on and missed. 92-mile-an-hour fastball blown by him, 0-1. Infante batting 182 from the left side. 0-1 pitch. Infante swings and misses, 0-2. He is 0 for 9 from the right. Carnline into the motion from the line. The 0-2 delivery. Infante fouls it off the left side. Hitting it well. And off the netting that guards Cedar Street. No score in the top of the third between Cedar Rapids and Lansing here at Oldsmobile Park this evening. 0-2 delivery. Infante swings and fouls it off in the screen. Count stays the same. Lights are turned on here at the ballpark, although there's plenty of sunshine to go around. 0-2 delivery. Infante takes it high and tight as Carnline buzzed him with a fastball. 1-2. This should be a pitchers-dominated series as these two teams rank 1 and 2 in the league in pitching. 1-2 pitch. Infante swings and fouls it off the plate and stays alive. The Lugnuts lead the league in pitching right now. They do so with a team ERA of 2.31. Cedar Rapids in second with a 2.55 team ERA. 1-2 pitch. Infante swings and loops it weakly towards the second baseman Gutierrez, who catches it on the fly in the stomach. And there's 2 away. That'll bring up Brad Kuhn, who has the only hit of the game for the Cedar Rapids Kernels, leading off the game with a single right. Where the Lugnuts have the advantage in this series is at the plate. Lansing is third in the league in team batting 264, as the pitch is a attempted bunt that is bunted into the screen for strike 1. Cedar Rapids all the way down the list. 9th in the league at 243 batting average as a team. In the same amount of games, Lansing has scored 16 more runs than the Kernels. 0-1 pitch. Kuhn swings and grounds it up the middle towards the second baseman Gutierrez, who scoops and fires the first, and the 4-3 putout is in plenty of time to retire Kuhn, and the Kernels go down in order once again. No runs, no hits, no errors, no men left. We go to the bottom of the third. No score between Cedar Rapids and Lansing. You're listening to Lansing Lugnut Baseball on Oldies, maybe 2.1.
Hey, Niall.
Yeah, man.
I'm really excited.
Yeah, I could tell.
Pepsi's giving away 70 new Chevy Tahoes in 70 days.
I know.
We could win one.
Yeah. Chevy Tahoe, man, customized by racing legend Jeff Gordon and Mr. X to the Z exhibit.
If I won, I think I'd go crazy or something.
Oh, hey, take it easy, Chad.
In fact, just the thought of winning makes my emotions scream like 1,000 rabid monkeys riding a roller coaster that's flying off the track into oblivion.
You know you're crazy, Chad.
Can you handle winning a 2007 Chevy Tahoe? Pepsi's giving away 70 of them in 70 days, with everything from 24-inch wheels to flip-down LCD screens. Get the details at PepsiFreeRide.com. Pepsi, it's the cola.
Hey, Niles, stand back. I'm gonna snap. There.
I gotta go.
No purchase necessary. For official rules and address for free game piece, visit PepsiFreeRide.com. Void where prohibited. Ends 4/10/06. Open to U.S. residents 13 and up.
Plumtree Apartments in beautiful Delta Township offers a relaxing and comfortable atmosphere for everyone. Plumtree offers affordable living in a quiet residential neighborhood and is within walking distance of several major businesses. Plumtree Apartments has it all, including 24-hour maintenance and an indoor pool and sauna. If you're looking for a new place to call home, then live where the Lugnuts do. Call Plumtree at 517-321-1765. Plumtree Apartments, the official apartments of the Lansing Lugnuts. The Lansing Lugnuts, where everyone gets to play.
Garibaldi, Gonzalez, and Gutierrez, the Triple G's will lead it on, or come up for the Lugnuts in the bottom of the third. The 8, 9, and 1 hitters. Garibaldi's first in bat of the game. He's a 154 hitter with a home run and 2 RBIs. Hitting from the right side with an open stance. Kick of the delivery from Merrick, fouled off in the screen, 0-1. Understand, Anthony Garibaldi's mother will be in town sometime around May 11th. Look forward to meeting her. She promised she'd stop by the booth. The 0-1 swung on, line down the left side. It will hook foul into the bullpen as that ball was sharply hit. But Garibaldi got around a little too fast, and the count's 0-2. You know, we were talking about Stephen Merrick and his signing bonus. He got $800,000 from the LA Angels of Anaheim. 0-2 pitch, Garibaldi takes it high and away. 1-2. He was a 40th round draft and follow. Now, why does that seem so high? Why would they pay a 40th round pick, $800,000 on a signing bonus? The 1-2 pitch, Garibaldi swings and misses at a fastball, 90 miles an hour on the gun. And there's one away in the third. Third strikeout for Merrick. Jesus Gonzalez, the next batter. He's a 240 hitter with no home runs and 4 RBIs so far. Well, it's as simple as this. Had Merrick re-entered the draft, he would have likely gone as high as the second round because of his mechanics. He also had a scholarship to go pitch at Texas if he had wanted to. Gonzalez swings and pops it up in the infield, foul ground. Over fourth, the catcher Martinez and the first baseman Whipke. Whipke calls off Martinez at the last second and makes the catch in front of the Lugnut dugout, and they're 2 away. Back to the top of the order we go, and Chris Gutierrez comes up. He walks to lead off the game. Well, Merrick would have likely been drafted in the second round, which would have paid him a lot of money. Or he could have gone to Texas and pitched, which would have meant he couldn't have re-entered the draft for 2 years. So for the Angels to make sure they got their hands on Merrick, they had to pay him a very big sum for a signing bonus. And that's why he got $800,000. Pitch missed high and tight for ball 1 to Gutierrez. Scouts really love his mechanics already, which allows him to pitch from a very downward plane as the pitch is hit over the screen, 1-1. That downward plane makes the fastball look even faster, and it's also harder to hit. A ball that's on an even plane, well, hitters can time that up and really get good wood and a level swing on it. If it's on a downward plane, it forces an uppercut swing. 1-1 pitch, Gutierrez swings and taps it weakly towards the shortstop, Stacia, who fields and throws from behind the bag, and it's in time. 6-3 on the putout, and the Lugnuts go down in order. For Lansing in the third, no runs, no hits, no errors, no men left. We head to the fourth, still no score between the Kernels and Lugnuts. You're listening to Lansing Lugnut Baseball on Oldies 92.1.
All-American Ice Cream and Donut Shop of DeWitt is more than just that. They serve quality pizza, subs, shrimp, fries, and more. Carrying Pepsi products and yummy Hershey's ice cream. If you want the friendly family service of an All-American deli, you need to come on in for a fresh meal or a tasty treat. All-American Ice Cream and Donut Shop, pizza and subs in Clark Corners, known as the Old Outlet Mall. Just off US 27 and I-69 in DeWitt. Call ahead for pickup orders. 669-5974. An all-American family-owned business serving you.
Ooh, are you okay? Oh, it's my arthritis pain. Here, try my Aleve. People with arthritis are sharing their good news about Aleve. Just 2 Aleve have the strength to stop arthritis pain all day. That would take 8 extra strength Tylenol. So try Aleve and see for yourself. Then share your good news. Comparison based on 24-hour label dosing. Use as directed for minor arthritis pain.
May is Arthritis Month. Join Aleve and the Arthritis Foundation for the annual Arthritis Walk taking place nationwide. For more information, visit AleveGoodNews.com.
Gomez to serve.
Yeah, he's got the fastest serve in tennis.
Yeah, looks like we've lost another line judge.
Speed isn't worth much without accuracy. Something to keep in mind when shopping for car insurance, too. With Progressive Direct, you can be sure you're getting a quote that's accurate, not to mention fast. In fact, you should be done in about 8 minutes. Visit Progressive.com or call 1-800-PROGRESSIVE. Available in most states and situations. Progressive Direct Insurance Company and affiliates, Smithfield Village, Ohio.
Well, we move to the top of the fourth. Still no score between the Lugnuts and Kernels. Each team with a hit. Each team without an error so far. And due up for the Kernels, it'll be Hanley Stacia, Patrick Riley, and Jordan Rins, the 2, 3, and 4 hitters for Cedar Rapids. Stacia 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. Hanley Stacia, a native of Curacao, the same place that Andrew Jones is from. Pitch, Stacia shows bunt, pulls back, and it's high away for a ball. Stacia then moved to South Florida after leaving Curacao. A 9th-round selection. 1-0 pitch. Called for a strike at the letters, 1-1. It was a 9th-round selection in 2004. But he couldn't start until 2005. 1-1, high and tight, 2 balls and a strike. He didn't start till 2005 because, well, there was a visa shortage for the U.S. government with baseball players. 2-1, down low, called for a strike at the knees, 2-2. So he had problems getting his visa. But once he did, he began his pro career in 05, this past year, in a high class A as a 19-year-old in Rancho Cucamonga, and struggled there. 2-2 pitch, swung on, fouled off the left side. He stays alive. Spent 23 games in Rancho Cucamonga of the California League, hitting .245. So they decided to send him down to Orem and play a full year with the Orem Owls, playing 68 of 70 games and hitting .300 at rookie ball. So here he is, his second year professional baseball at low A, and the pitch swung on and missed by Stacia. A breaking ball out of the hand of Billy Carnline that had Stacia way out in front. And there's one away in the fourth, the second strikeout for Carnline. Patrick Riley is the next batter. Riley's 0 for 1. He popped out to the third baseman, Garibaldi, his first time up. Riley digs in with the left foot on the back chalk line using an open stance. The pitch, called for a strike at the thighs, 0-1. The Cedar Rapids team is loaded with a lot of young talent. 0-1 delivery. Riley swings and misses at a changeup. 0-2, and Carnline looks absolutely dominating once again tonight. He's only given up 2 runs all year in 16 innings, and only 1 has been earned. Carnline, one of the most reliable arms in the staff. The 0-2 pitch swung on, popped up weakly towards the shortstop, Gonzalez, who calls off the third baseman, Garibaldi, and makes the play just in the outfield grass, and they are 2 away. Jordan Rins, the next batter. The cleanup man tonight for the Kernels. He's 0 for 1 with a fly out to left. Lansing playing game 4 of this homestand. First pitch, Rins takes the called strike at the knees, 0-1. Our game 5 of this homestand, they played the first 4 against Beloit, the back 4 here against Cedar Rapids, but we're hitting the road. 0-1 pitch, breaking ball, called for a strike, 0-2. If you want tickets for any of the remaining 3 games after tonight, including a Molson Thirsty Thursday on Thursday night, call 485-4500 or check out www.LansingLugnuts.com. 0-2 pitch, fouled off over the screen, 0-2. You can buy your tickets right on LansingLugnuts.com, print them off, and bring them right to the ballpark that way. Don't have to stand in any will call lines or anything like that. 0-2 delivery from Carnline. Rins takes the breaking ball. It just missed down low. 1-2. Carnline circling the hill, rubbing the ball around in each hand, trying to stay warm on this 48-degree afternoon. 1-2 pitch. Rins swings and misses at a high fastball. Third strikeout recorded by Cardline as he bookends the innings with strikeout. And the Kernels go down in order for the third consecutive inning. That is now 12 straight retired by Billy Cardline. No runs, no hits, no errors, no men left. We go to the bottom of the fourth. No score between Cedar Rapids and Lansing. You're listening to Lansing Lugnut Baseball on Oldies 92.1.
Tell me, America, what do you love?
We love baseball, hot dogs, apple pie, and Chevrolet.
Yep, some things never change, like baseball.
Bottled water, veggie wraps, chemicals, and Chevrolet.
Did you say veggie wraps?
Ballet parking, rally monkeys, gourmet cycles, and Chevrolet.
Rally monkeys?
Endorphin fields, coaching pizza, satellite radio, and Chevrolet.
Okay, maybe baseball has changed a little over the years. But not America's love of the game or our love for Chevy.
Right.
I bet you'll see one of the most dependable, longest-lasting trucks on the road right in front of you, or beside you, or behind you. And they're most likely headed to a baseball game.
Yeah.
Because some things never change.
Chevy, ice coffee, retractable roofs, and Chevrolet.
Chevy, baseball's #1 fan, America's #1 brand.
Dependability based on longevity, 1981 to July 2005. Full line light duty truck company registrations. Excludes other GM divisions. #1 brand based on car and light duty truck registrations and official manufacturer's sales reports for calendar year 2005. Chevy, top partner of Major League Baseball.
Lugnuts fans, you've got a thirst for baseball, and once again, your hometown team is here to quench it. The extremely popular Molson Thirsty Thursday returns for every Thursday home game in 2006, brought to you by the Lugnuts and Molson. Great drink specials return throughout the season, including $2 20-ounce beers and $2 22-ounce sodas. Molson Thirsty Thursday and the Lugnuts, satisfying your thirst all season long. The Lansing Lugnuts, where everyone gets to play.
Brian Bormaster stands in to lead it off for the Lugnuts in the bottom of the fourth. It is Bormaster, Butler, and Metropolis. As the first pitch to Bormaster is taken high and tight for ball one. No score between Cedar Rapids and Lansing. Here in the bottom of the fourth at Oldsmobile Park. Bormaster standing tall for the right side, the 1-0. High and tight for ball two. Here at beautiful Oldsmobile Park, kept that way by True Green Chem Lawn. You want your lawn to look just like Oldsmobile Park? Hey, see our friends at True Green Chem Lawn, keeping your lawn beautiful all year round. 2-0 pitch. Bormaster takes it high and tight, and the count will run to 3 balls and no strikes. The next pitch, Bormaster takes it high and away, a 4-pitch walk. So lead off the fourth. So the Lugnuts have their third base runner of the game. Second walk issued by Stephen Merrick. And here comes Jacob Butler, who is 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Merrick has struck out 3 in the game so far. Working from the stretch for the third time this afternoon. Merrick comes set away from the body. The first pitch, Butler swings and pops it up into right. In for it hard is Edwards. He will race it and will fall in front of him. A bloop single for Jacob Butler. And the Lugnuts have runners at first and second with nobody out in the fourth. Well, Butler keeps his hit streak alive. That is now at 8 games. He has now reached base, and even more than that. Let's check it. I got it over here somewhere. Butler has reached base now in 15 consecutive games that he's played. And with runners at first and second, Joey Metropolis stands in. Metropolis 0 for 1. He fouled out to the catcher. Martinez, his first time. Kicking the pitch. Metropolis swings and hits it well to deep center. Kuhn out, now back in. Floating towards the left center, and he makes the squeeze. A strong throw into third will hold the runner at second, Bormaster, and there's one away. And with one out, Brian Petway strolls up. Petway is 0 for 1 today. Popped out to the shortstop, his first time. Stephen Merrick on the hill for the Cedar Rapids Kernels today. One of the many things that the scouts like about Merrick is his curveball along with the fastball. He spins around to hold the runner at second. without delivering to Petway. His curveball is 78 to 82 miles an hour, which is a big change from the typical 94-mile-an-hour fastball that you see out of his hand. He's trying to develop a changeup as Petway swung on and missed at the first pitch. 0-1. And he is considered to be a very raw talent. Merrick leaning in for a sign from the catcher Martinez. He has it, checks the runner at second, kicks and fires the 0-1. Petway swings and misses. Snap throw back to first. Nobody covering. Flint Whipke had to make the catch behind the bag on the line to keep it from going to right field. 0-2. Jacob Butler actually guarded his head. He ran back into first base, so that ball wouldn't hit him. Petway stands even for the right side with an 0-2 count. Runners at first and second in the bottom of the fourth. One away. In the pitch, Petway takes it outside. A good stop by Martinez backhandedly, as that one almost went to the backside. Let's check the scoreboard for you in the Midwest League. Fort Wayne leads Wisconsin 4-2 in the top of the third. Everything else really just underway. Clinton and South Bend no score, top of the first. Also top of the first, Kane County and West Michigan no score. Bottom of the first, Burlington and Southwest Michigan no scores. This is pop foul down the right side. And out of play, 1-2. Peoria and Dayton starting up in about 5 minutes. Here there's no score in the bottom of the fourth as the Lugnuts play yet another game that's shaping up to look like a pitcher's duel. 4-3 on Sunday in a 17-inning affair. And then yesterday, a 3-2 game at the Lugnuts scored 2 in the bottom of the ninth to win. Infield plays a double play depth, so Petway has a huge hole on the right side to work with runners at first and second. 1-2 pitch, Merrick. Check, swings in. Petway swings at a high fastball for Merrick. Petway tried to check his swing, but he spun out of the way, and as he spun, it brought the bat through the zone. 2 away. Fourth strikeout recorded by Merrick. All of them swinging, and here comes Corey Patton, who doubled to left his first time over the head of Patrick Riley. Patton hits from the left side, pointing the bat towards right center with one hand before pulling it up behind the left ear. The pitch, Patton takes a breaking ball for a called strike, 0-1. Merrick leaning in, wearing long red undersleeves underneath his gray jersey. 0-1 pitch, swung on, loops in the left. It will fall in front of Riley. It's a base hit in the line. Rounding third, coming home on the play is Bormaster. He scores standing up. Patton jogs into second, holding up at third, Butler, and the Lugnuts have a 1-0 lead in the fourth. A little looper down the left field line that Corey Patton was able to drop in by about 4 feet. For Patton, RBI number 16 on the season. Let's see where that puts him in the league standings. He was tied for the lead yesterday with 15. And that will put him in another tie for the lead with Randy Ross of the Swing of the Quad Cities at 16 now. Huber Rodriguez stands in with runners at second and third and 2 away. The Lugnuts lead 1-0 in the pitch. Rodriguez takes it inside for ball 1. So credit Corey Patton with a base hit. Runners at second and third, and the pitch is outside for ball 2. You know, I'm not sure if they ruled Patton a double or a single. He may have taken second base on the throw, the third, as the 2-0 is outside and high in the count of runs. So 3 balls and no strikes with 2 away. Rodriguez, 1 foot in the right-hand box, 1 out. He taps the far side, now the near side of the plate with the all-wood-colored bat. Merrick comes set, kicks and fires a 3-0. It's a called strike at the letters as Rodriguez kept the bat on the shoulder. 3-1. Slightly open stance for Huber Rodriguez. 3-1 pitch. Rodriguez takes it high and away. Ball 4. Third walk of the game issued by the pitcher Merrick. Second of the inning, and that will load the bases for the Lugnuts as Anthony Garibaldi strolls to the plate and walking out to the mound ever so slowly is the pitching coach, Kernan Ronan, for the Cedar Rapids Kernels. Lansing leads 1-0 here in the bottom of the fourth, and while they have this meeting on the mound, let's step aside real quick for station identification. You're listening to Lansing Lugnut Baseball on Oldie 92.1.
Lugnuts Baseball on WQTX, St. John's, Lansing. Oldies 92.1.
Brad Tillery here with you from Oldsmobile Park in Lansing, Michigan. The Lugnuts lead 1-0 over the Cedar Rapids Kernels. Game 1 of a 4-game set at Oldsmobile Park, and the Lugnuts have the bases loaded for Anthony Garibaldi as he faces Steve Merrick. Garibaldi is 0 for 1 with a strikeout swinging his first time. Here he takes it inside, a breaking ball that missed. 1-0 the count. Well, Lansing is trying to bust open this game in the fourth. 2 away in the inning. The pitch, Garibaldi takes it high and away, 2-0. And if I was Garibaldi, I'm not so sure I would swing anytime soon. I'd force Merrick to throw a strike. Garibaldi points the bat towards Merrick. Now stands with the bat pulled up behind the right ear. The next pitch, there's a called strike at the belt, 2-1. And I've got to be thinking that was Garibaldi's plan the whole time. 2-1 count with Garibaldi taking the bat low through the zone on the inner half of the plate. Stands in from the right side. Righty versus righty matchup. The pitch, Garibaldi fouls it off the right side. It will float out of play and off the roof. And the count runs even at 2-2. Wind beginning to pick up so slightly. Blowing in from center field. 2-2 the count with the bases loaded. Garibaldi swings and lines it at the shortstop, Stacia, who picks it up on one hop and throws the runner at second out. Huber Rodriguez, 6-4 on the fielder's choice. Rodriguez was almost in there, but the throw was not in time, and the fourth will come to a conclusion. But the Lugnuts pick up a run. They do so on 2 hits. There were no errors, and the bags were left loaded for Lansing in the fourth. We go to the fifth with Lansing leading 1-0. You're listening to Lansing Lugnut Baseball on Oldies 92.1.
I'm here with Miss Alma Sheridan, who's showing off all the things she's bought with her gambling winnings.
This is the display case where I keep my collection of rare figurines, bought with the winnings at the slot machine.
It's,
What's that, dear?
Well, it's empty.
Oh, well, yes, that's true. See, my money's still in the machine, but I'll get it back. Now, this room is my pride and joy, furnished with priceless Victorian antiques, thanks to the roulette table.
Say, don't those chairs fold?
Well, they'll be Victorian antiques when that lousy marble starts landing on the right numbers.
You know, Alma, gambling's fun, but odds are against you making big profits, which is why the Michigan Department of Community Health urges you to please gamble responsibly.
Do you like my gown? It's an Italian design.
Isn't that a jogging suit, Alma?
Sure, now it is.
To learn about the warning signs of problem gambling, you can call 1-800-270-7117.
Say, what's your favorite color?
Blue.
Red, you say?
That's 1-800-270-7117.
All-American Ice Cream and Donut Shop of DeWitt is more than just that. Features quality pizza, subs, shrimp, fries, and more. Carrying Pepsi products and yummy Hershey's ice cream. If you want the friendly family service of an All-American deli, you need to come on in for a fresh meal or a tasty treat. All-American Ice Cream and Donut Shop, pizza and subs in Clark Corners, known as the Old Outlet Mall. Just off US 27 and I-69 in DeWitt. Call ahead for pickup orders. 669-5974. An All-American family-owned business serving you.
Well, Cedar Rapids will bat in the fifth. It's Split Whipkey, Brent Martinez, and Madison Edwards to face Billy Carnline, who stays on the hill for Lansing his fifth inning of work, as he has sat down the last 12 that he's faced. Whipkey's 0 for 1 with a strikeout swinging back in the second. And the pitch from Carnline, swung on and topped up in the air down the left side. Over for it and foul ground, Garibaldi in the bullpen. He will pull over the mound, and then the ball will drop behind him for strike one. Cedar Rapids Kernels bullpen scattered out of the way to try and allow Garibaldi to make the play. Garibaldi had to run over the top of the mound in the bullpen, and then on the backside of it, kind of lost his footing. And a good effort, but he didn't have much of a chance. Whipke broke his bat on the play, so he will stroll to the dugout to grab a new piece of lumber, and he does so. Equipment manager Ron Rody Blind is out to get the new bat. 0-1 pitch. Whipke takes a breaking ball high and away, 1-1 from Carnline. Well, Billy Carnline has been absolutely amazing for Lansing so far this year, and he's done it again tonight. The pitch swung on, tapped obliquely to the left side, charging in the third baseman Garibaldi, who fields on 2 hops, throws to first, and gets the runner Whipke by a step. That was a nice play on a 5-3 put out by Garibaldi, who had to charge in as he was playing deep. Cut the shortstop Gonzalez off and make a throw on the run. And that is 13 in a row now sat down by Billy Carnline. Martinez stands in. He's 0 for 1 with a ground out. Back to the pitcher, and the pitch down low for ball 1. 1-0 the Lugnuts lead in the top of the 5th. Just 1 hit for Cedar Rapids, 3 for Lansing. The pitch hits the plate and bounces up to the catcher Bormaster. 2-0 the count. A.J. Weidman on the hill for Lansing tomorrow. The lefty will face Robert Mosbach, who is a right-hander who is 1-0 with a 1.84. 2-0 pitch. Martinez checked his swing. It was called for a strike on the inside half. 2-1. Such a beautiful night here in Lansing. The sun still shining. 7:06 in the evening right now. 2-1 pitch. Martinez takes it inside. 3-1. This kind of beautiful weather reminds me to tell you that Timber Ridge Golf Course is now open. Spring rates are available. Go out there to see Mike Grooms and his great staff. And it's the best golf deal in all of Lansing. The 3-1 tapped off the plate and then off the leg of the batter Martinez. It's foul. The count runs full. Timber Ridge Golf Course, the best deal for golf in all of Lansing and the Michigan State. As you will not find a better golf course there is to play. Timber Ridge is known for its beauty and also its challenging nature, but it's a great place to go out and just spend the day when you're not at the ballpark. Timber Ridge Golf Course, 339-8000, the official golf course of your Lansing Lugnuts. I almost hate we're going on the road this weekend. I wouldn't mind playing some. Payoff pitch. Martinez swings and grounds it towards the shortstop, Gonzalez, who fields and throws behind the bag. It's in time, 6-3 on the putout, as Metropolis made the squeeze at first. And there are 2 away in the 5th. Madison Edwards, the next batter. Edwards popped out to the second baseman Gutierrez his first time. Nobody warming in either bullpen, so the starters will continue to hurl. I think Carnline's pitch count is very small right now. Gets an official number after the inning. Into the line, Carnline. Edwards shows bunt, tries to lay it down, but he pulled back, and it's a called strike. 0-1. Edwards digs in the left side with an even stance. Carnline into his motion, kicks and fires the 0-1. Edwards takes it down low, a change-up that missed, a ball and a strike. Standing tall on the mound, Carnline working for the line, the 1-1. Edwards swings and pops it up into the infield on the right side. Joey Metropolis looks up into the high blue sky and makes the squeeze, moving about 3 feet while backpedaling. And the inning will come to a conclusion. That is now 15 in a row sat down by Billy Carnline as the Kernels go down in order for the 4th consecutive inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, no men left. We are halfway home here at Oldsmobile Park with the Lugnuts leading 1-0. You're listening to Lansing Lugnut Baseball on Oldies 92.1.
Do you remember when you were a kid? Which grown-up do you remember most?
It just takes one day.
One caring adult. One Boys and Girls Club. Who changed your life? Who's going to change mine? Are you the one?
It just takes one. Support the Boys and Girls Clubs. Call 800-854-CLUB or visit bgca.org.
Once again, the Lugnuts are teaming up with Auto Owners Insurance for 3 special collectible giveaways this season. This year, we're bringing you 3 new hand-painted figurines with player autographs and individually stamped with your piece number. Our second giveaway will be Corey Patterson on Friday, June 30th. The first 2,500 fans through the gate will receive this collectible Corey Patterson figurine, courtesy of Auto Owners Insurance, the no-problem people.
Lugnuts fans, once again, the Lugnuts and Oldsmobile are teaming up for OK Kids in 2006. Oldsmobile and General Motors proudly provide Oldsmobile OK Kids program rewards to students of both Patton Gill and Otto Middle Schools by creating life and environment goals they can commit to. General Motors is excited to preserve Oldsmobile's heritage in the greater Lansing community for Lansing's youth through the OK Kids program, and thanks to you for your support. The Lansing Lugnuts, where everyone gets to play.
Well, we move to the bottom of the 5th. Jesus Gonzalez leads it off for the Lansing Lugnuts. The 9th batter in the order will be followed by Chris Gutierrez and Brian Bormaster. Merrick stays on the hill, works from the line. The first pitch inside for ball 1 to Gonzalez. Gonzalez fouled out to the first baseman Whipke his first time up back in the 3rd inning. Lansing leads 1-0 here in the bottom of the 5th. Kicking the fire, Gonzalez takes a breaking ball. Beautiful pitch, called for a strike. The curveball dropped in on the inner half, 1-1. Merrick working from the line. 1-1 pitch. Gonzalez takes a fastball high and tight. 2 balls and a strike. Merrick's a guy who is seen by a lot of scouts as a man who profiles best as a setup man. If and when he makes the major league level. 2-1, grounded foul down the left side. A high chopper that will bounce into the stands and then back onto the field of play. Time will have to be called as Patrick Riley, the left fielder, picks up the baseball. Gives me a second to remind you Lugnuts fans, don't miss out on a unique opportunity to help your hometown team assist the community. On Friday, April 28th, the Lugnuts and the American Red Cross will be teaming up on a blood drive at the Lansing Donor Center on 1729 East Saginaw from 7 a.m. until 1 p.m. 2-2 pitch. Gonzalez swings, pops it up the right side in foul territory. Whipke over for it on the track, and it will float out of play into the first row, and the count stays the same. In addition to helping out, you'll get an opportunity to meet some of your favorite Lugnuts and be eligible to win some very special raffle prizes at that blood drive. For more information or to sign up for an appointment, call 1-800-GIVE-LIFE or log on at www.givelife.org. Don't miss out on your chance to step up to the plate and help the Lugnuts and the American Red Cross save lives. 2-2 pitch to Gonzalez, who holds the bat even. The next pitch, breaking ball, swung on and hit in the air to left. Out for it, Riley. In the shade, he will make the play. And there's one away. The ball was hit off the inside part of the bat as Gonzalez just muscled it out to left. With one away, Chris Gutierrez stands in. He's 0 for 1 with a walk today. Lansing leads 1-0 here in the bottom of the 5th at Oldsmobile Park. Lugnuts looking to move their win streak to 4 games, which will be a season high. Kicking the pitch, Gutierrez takes the breaking ball for a called strike to the knees. 0-1. Lansing with the best record in the league right now is 13-5. 2 games better than the Kane County Cougars. 0-1 pitch, Gutierrez swings and misses. As that was a nice changeup on the outside half. 0-2. Outfield plays Gutierrez the other way towards right center. 0-2 pitch, possible fastball coming. Nope, it's a breaking ball that's looped in the right. Out now in fourth, right fielder Edwards, who looks up into the sun and makes the play for out 2. That's got to be the hardest position to play right now. Anything on the right side, especially first base and right field. Sun setting over the third base side, looking up into the sun. Edwards on a fly ball. And Brian Bormaster is the next batter. Bormaster is 0 for 1 with a strikeout, a walk, and a run scored. Pitch called for a strike at the belt. 0-1. By the way, Corey Patton, back in the 4th, was credited with a double down the left field line. So he has 2 doubles in the game. 0-1 pitch. Bormaster checked his swing. It was called for a strike anyway on the outside half. 0-2. A pitcher's duel here tonight at Oldsmobile Park. Just 4 combined hits in the game, 3 of them off the bat of Lansing. 0-2 pitch. Bormaster takes it down low and hops up to the catcher Martinez, who made a nice stop. Lugnuts will make the return trip to Cedar Rapids from August 5th through 8th. 1-2 pitch. Bormaster takes it outside and low. Fastball that got away from the pitcher, Merritt. Count will run even at 2-2. That'll be the final trip into Iowa for Lansing during the regular season. The other 3 trips to Iowa, one's already completed to Clinton. 2-2 pitch. Bormaster fouls it off over the screen. And the count stays the same. The Clinton trip's already completed. The Lugnuts will head to Davenport, Iowa to play the Swing of the Quad Cities beginning this Saturday. And then to Burlington, about 2 weeks after that in the middle of May. Bormaster with a slightly open stance for the right side and a 2-2 count on him with 2 away. Kick in the fire from Merrick. Breaking ball called strike 3 on the inside half. And the inning will come to a conclusion in the 5th for Lansing. 4 strikeouts in the game now for Merrick. And the Lugnuts go down in order in the 5th. No runs, no hits, no errors, no men left. We move to the top of the 6th. Lugnuts clinging to a 1-0 lead. You're listening to Lansing Lugnut Baseball on Oldies 92.1.
Thank you for calling to learn more about the See Clearly method.
What's the catch?
Excuse me?
The catch. Your radio commercial said you can improve my eyesight, so I won't be dependent on my glasses and contacts. There has to be a catch.
No catch, sir. Our optometrists believe that you can indeed better your vision with the See Clearly method.
It's surgery, right? Expensive surgery?
No surgery, no drugs, no catches. The See Clearly method is a revolutionary approach to better vision that doesn't require drugs or surgery. Oh, but there is one thing I forgot to mention.
I knew it. A catch.
I can give you a free video that will tell you all about it.
A free video. Hey, wait a minute. That's a good thing.
We know it sounds unbelievable, but the See Clearly method can improve bad vision naturally without drugs or surgery. See for yourself by calling for our free video to preview the See Clearly method. Call 1-800-662-0544. Call now before you get sidetracked and forget. Your vision is too important. For your free video, call 1-800-662-0544. That's 1-800-662-0544.
Stock Building Supplies, the nation's largest supplier of building materials to the professional builder, would like to say thanks to the thousands of contractors and building professionals that help make us #1 for the 3rd straight year. You'll find a Stock Building Supply near your next big project, including our new showroom on Aurelius, just north of Jolly Road in Lansing. Let our kitchen specialists design the kitchen of your customer's dreams and save an extra 10% on all new kitchen orders placed in April. Call Stock Building Supply today at 1-800-686-5085. Stock Building Supply, customer focused, associate driven.
Well, we move to the top of the 6th with the Lugnuts leading 1-0. Billy Carnline stays on the hill as the fans of the crowd do the chicken dance here tonight at Oldsmobile Park, as they do every night after the 5th inning, while the grounds crew spruces up the field. Due up for the Kernels, the 8-9-1 hitters, Dallas Morris, Larry Infante, and Brad Kuhn, as Carnline has retired the last 15 batters he's faced. He gave up a single to lead the game off, and then everybody else who has come up has gone right back down. Jordan Tim will begin to loosen up in the pen for Lansing. Or would that be McLaughlin? Both of them are throwing. They're throwing to each other. Carnline has the signage. He looks over the black glove. In the first pitch, fastball called for a strike at the thighs, 0-1. Coming into the inning, Carnline thrown 64 pitches and 45 of them for strikes. 0-1 delivery as Morris takes the called strike 2, another fastball in the outside half. And he is quickly down in an 0-2 hole. Just one hit in the game for Cedar Rapids. Working from the line. Carnline, the 0-2 pitch. Fastball pops up in shallow right. Out to second baseman Gutierrez, in the right fielder Butler, who calls off Gutierrez and makes the squeeze for the first out of the 6th. Larry Infante, the next batter, he hit a Little looper to Chris Gutierrez, a ball that fell right in Gutierrez's gut back in the third inning. He's over 1. Even with the bag is Garibaldi at third as Infante shows bunt, tries to lay it down, but he missed. And he is called for a strike as the first base umpire said he went. 0-1 the count to him with 1 away. Infante taking the bat to the zone twice in big circles. The 0-1 pitch just missed outside for ball 1. The first ball of the inning thrown by Karnline. Well, this is the most consecutive batters sat down by any Lugnut so far this year. Rustovic has had the record for the season with 12 as Karnline pitches a changeup outside, 2-1. Savic has had the record for most of the season. He set it on, let's try to find it here. Back on his first start of the year. 2-1 pitch, lifted in the air to left, in for Petway. He's charging on his horse. He will make a sliding catch in left field just before the foul line. And there are 2 away. And Karnline's streak stays alive. Nice play over there by Brian Petway, who made a sliding catch before the ball hit the ground. 2 away in the 6th, and we go to the top of the order for Brad Kuhn. He has the only hit in the game for Cedar Rapids. 17 in a row now sat down by Karnline, and Kuhn shows bunt. It was missed high. 1-0. Savic has sat down 12 in a row back on the 8th of March, or 8th of April. In Southwest Michigan. 1-0, lifted in the air to left. Petway trots back for it. Now he's in and will make the play in left field. And that is now 18 in a row sat down by Billy Karnline as he is through another inning without any harm done. No runs, no hits, no errors, no men left. We go to the bottom of the 6th. 1-0 your score. Lansing leads. You're listening to Lansing Lugnut Baseball on Oldies 92.1.
Lugnut fans, don't miss out on all the excitement coming up at Oldsmobile Park. Every Thursday is a Molten Thirsty Thursday where all beer and soda is just $2. Each Sunday is Meyer Kids Day and Pepsi Kids run the bases. Friday, May 12th and Saturday, May 20th are Last Few Fireworks Night. And on Saturday, May 13th, it's the Clown Prince of Baseball, Myron Noodleman. For tickets, call the Lugnut box office at 517-485-4500 or go to www.lansingLugnuts.com. The Lansing Lugnuts, where everyone gets to play.
Hey, Jack, be nimble. It's me, Humpty Dumpty.
Humpty, holy cow, jumped over the moon. You look terrific.
Oh, what can I say? I had a great fall. And winter, spring, and summer, too.
What happened?
I just got tired of the shape I was in. Big, fat, egg. And just sitting on that wall all day left me fried. So I checked out the YMCA. They've got a bunch of affordable classes and fun activities to get you moving morning, noon, and night.
You joined the Y?
Exactly. But you don't have to be a member to take the classes. They set me up with Pilates and water aerobics. Picture that, me doing Pilates.
The mind boggles.
Now I'm one hard-boiled egg. And I'm meeting new people, so that's really got me out of my shell. Miss Muppet's in there every week taking Taekwondo.
Whoa, watch out, Spider.
Yeah. Bo Peep uses the free weights a lot. Now we call a Buff Peep.
That's awesome.
So you're thinking of taking a class?
Man, I'd sign up just to see you doing Pilates.
YMCA classes are open to everyone. Call or drop by one of our convenient locations or visit ymcaoflansing.org to register online.
Hey, it's Funnergize.
Jacob Butler will lead it off for Lansing. He'll be followed by Joey Metropolis and Brian Petway. Here in the bottom of the 6th, as Lansing leads 1-0. Merrick stays on the hill for Cedar Rapids, and the first pitch is inside for a ball, 1-0. Butler today 1 for 2. He extended his hitting streak earlier in the game to 8. The pitch down low in the dirt, 2-0 to Butler. Butler has another streak on the line. He has an RBI in his last 5 games, and he has 9 RBIs in the last 7. 2-0 pitch, fouled off the mask of Brett Martinez, 2-1. Warming up at the bullpen is Jordan Tim as Josh Bell catches him up out there. Tim may come in to pitch the 7th as Carnline has thrown just about 70 to 71 pitches. His pitch count is not as high as the starter's 2-1 pitch. Butler swings and misses 2-2. Remember, Carnline is usually a middle reliever. Warming up out for Cedar Rapids, Brock Butcher. 2-2 pitch. Butler takes it outside. It just missed, and the count runs full. Payoff pitch on the way as Butler stands tall and even in the right-hand batter's box. Butler swings and pops it up. It will float over the screen and out of play as a young man races and picks the ball up in his right hand, holds it up, and gets a hand from his father. Souvenir for him. And Butler stays alive as he taps the bat on the inside part of the plate. A black bat with a wood handle. Payoff pitch again. Butler takes a called strike 3 on the inside corner. He had taken about a step out towards first base before he was rung up. Second straight strikeout for Steve Merritt, who has struck out 6 in the game. Joey Metropolis, the next batter. He's 0 for 2 today. Fouled out to the catcher Martinez and flew out to center field. And that was Brett Kuhn. Metropolis with an open stance. First pitch. Called for a strike. 0-1. Metropolis stands out of the batter's box. Now he's back in. Tapping the inside corner of the plate. 0-1 pitch, and Metropolis takes it high and tight for ball 1. Brian Pedway stands on deck for Lansing. 1-1 pitch, and Metropolis swings and pops it up in the infield. Calling for it, the second baseman Infante. He will be called off. Nope, make the play. Looked like Lipke, the first baseman, was going to call him off for a second, but he allowed Infante to make the squeeze in the infield grass. And there are 2 away for Brian Pedway. Pedway's 0 for 2. He's popped out once and struck out once. 1-0 your score in the bottom of the 6th. The Lugnuts lead the Cedar Rapids Kernels here at Oldsmobile Park. Even stands for Petway on the right side. The first pitch swung on and missed. A big cut by Bryan at a 94-mile-an-hour fastball. 0-1. Merrick's day will likely be done after this inning. His pitch count up in the 80s right now. The 0-1. High and away for ball 1. Pedway with the white backfighting gloves. The 1-1 pitch swung on and hammered to deep left center. Going back Riley. He's at the track. Looks up and it is gone. Brian Pedway taps his 4th home run of the year, and the Lugnuts have extended their lead. It's 2-0. Petway's 14th RBI of the season. And that should be a very, very important run as this game goes on. A pitcher's duel. It's 2-0 now. And here comes Corey Patton. That was a long shot in the left center. Over where it's about 385, 390 feet where he hit that ball. As now the catcher Martinez will have a word with his hurler Merrick. For Merrick this year, that is the first home run that he has surrendered. Just the 6th by the Cedar Rapids Kernels this year, and Merrick's day will be done as the manager, Bobby Magianis, will stroll to the mound and take the ball from him. So Brian Petway, solo shot over the left center field wall, will chase the starting pitcher for Cedar Rapids, Steve Merrick, and a new hurler will come in for Cedar Rapids. 2-0, the Lugnuts lead. We'll be back with the numbers in just a second. You're listening to Lansing Lugnut Baseball on Oldies 92.1.
Keeping you informed of local events. Here's Mid-Michigan News Director Todd Kuhlman with the Community News Minute on Mid-Michigan's Oldies Station, 92.1.
Our only reason to exist is to work with the school and to work with classrooms and to help students understand how the community works and functions, what their place is in that community, and how they can prosper and succeed in life.
That's Larry Richardson, president of Junior Achievement of Mid-Michigan. You can support the organization by taking part in the upcoming Capital Bancorp 5K Run for JA. The event takes place on May 21st in downtown Lansing. Registration and pledge forms are available now.
People can pick these up in stores, and you can get sponsors from anybody. And it's not how many feet you run, it's just the fact that you participate in the event.
One of the great things about the event is that the money you raise can be shared with the school of your choice.
Half the money that you raise comes back to your school to use in whatever way you want. The other half supports growing the capability of Junior Achievement to serve more schools in our community.
For more information, call 371-KIDS. That's 371-5437.
Well, a new pitcher on the hill for the Cedar Rapids Kernels as the Lugnuts lead 2-0 thanks to a Brian Petway solo shot over the left center field wall. It is Brock Butcher on the hill, a 6'1", 180-pound right-hander out of Camarillo, California, hometown of Delman Young, the number one prospect for the Tampa Bay Devil Rays. Butcher, 22 years of age, went to Oxnard Junior College in California so far this year. His numbers look a little something like this. He's 1-0 with a 3.68 ERA in 4 appearances out of the bullpen. Tossed 7 1/3, given up 10 hits, 3 runs, all of them earned. While walking 1, striking out 2, he's thrown a wild pitch and opponents are hitting a beefy 323 against the right-hander Butcher. Steve Merritt's day is done. He was the starter for the Cedar Rapids Kernels today. He went 5 2/3, giving up 4 hits, 2 runs, both of which were earned. He struck out 6, walked 3, didn't throw a wild pitch, he didn't balk. And right now he can only lose the game, he cannot win it. Butcher continues his warm-up tosses. The Lugnuts got their first run of the game in the 4th inning, when Brian Bormaster led the inning off with a walk, moved to second on a Jacob Butler bloop single to right. And then a double by Corey Patton down the left field line brought Bormaster home to make it a 1-0. And then here in the bottom of the 6th, the man that chased the starter Merrick out of the game was Brian Petway, who blasted a home run over the left center field wall, his 4th of the season. And the Lugnuts now have a 2-0 lead. For Petway this year, out of his 4 home runs, 3 of them have been solo shots. That's his second one here at Oldsmobile Park. Last time he homered was last Thursday night when he had 2 of them in Clinton. First pitch to Patton, swung on, line right back up the middle, a base hit. First pitch of the game by Butcher. And it's a hit for Patton. He is 3 for 3 tonight with 2 doubles, a single, and an RBI. Good night at the plate for him. Eber Rodriguez is the next batter. He is 0 for 1 with a walk and a fly out to right. Lansing leads this game 2-0 here in the bottom of the 6th. Lugnuts looking for their 4th consecutive win tonight. Jordan Tim is standing still in the bullpen for the Lugnuts. I think he is done loosening up as the pitch is called for a strike at the thighs, 0-1. He throws the occasional pitch down there just to stay loose, but he will likely come in and work the 7th. Rodriguez with a slightly open stance. Runner goes on the 0-1. It's down low. Throw down to second base by the catcher Martinez. Will not be in time as Patton swipes second base, tagging the back part of the bag. The throw was to the third base side of second, and that allowed Patton to get in there safely. Patton, not a guy known for his speed, but he picks up his 2nd stolen base of the year. Runner at second now, and a base hit will make the game 3-0. 1-1 pitch, inside and low for ball 2. Eber Rodriguez with the black batting gloves, wearing the long black undersleeves underneath the white jersey. Using an all natural color bat, he loops it into left field. Coming in, O'Reilly, the left fielder, and he will make the play. After charging in hard and then stopping in his tracks to make the catch, and that will end the inning in the 6th. But the Lugnuts scratch across the run. They do it on a Brian Petway blast to left center field, making a run on 2 hits. There were no errors by the Kernels, and there was 1 man left. We are through 6 complete, 2-0 Lansing lead. You're listening to Lansing Lugnut Baseball on Oldies 92.1.
Whether it's taking you home on a long stretch of highway or across town, your vehicle craves spring cleaning. Complete Automotive Tire Service of DeWitt is offering 25% off automotive detailing throughout April. Interior and exterior, 25% off at Complete Automotive Tire and Service of DeWitt. When you need to tune up or new Cooper tires for all your automotive needs, honest and dependable care is what you receive. They work with you to make sure you get the best deal. Just off of US 27 south of Brown Lake Road, Complete Automotive Tire and Service of DeWitt, 669-2725.
Timing is everything. Never is that more true than in love. You can be as ready for it as a drought is rain. But if there's someone you're talking to isn't, it's probably not going to happen. And most of the time when you're standing in a bar, it's hard to tell who's open to the idea versus who's just out having a good time. So what do? Well, unless you've got a crystal ball, you should consider going to Cupid.com. It may not seem like it sometimes, but there are thousands of eligible singles you'd enjoy spending time with right here in your hometown. And you can browse their personals and pictures with complete anonymity. Basic memberships are free with 0 obligations. Timing is everything. Isn't it time you gave it a try? Love is out there. Sometimes it's closer than you think. Cupid.com. Online or in person at one of our speed dating events.
Cupid.com. Advertising locally on great radio stations to bring people together for love.
Well, we move to the top of the 7th here at Oldsmobile Park, and a new pitcher takes the mound for the Lansing Lugnuts. It is the lefty Jordan Tim, 6'6", 230 pounds, 25 years of age, out of Appleton, Wisconsin. So far on the season, Tim a 1-0 with a 1.08 ERA in 4 appearances. He's thrown 8 1/3, winds and fires the first pitch, and showing bunt is the batter Stacia. He bunts it down the first base line, picking up Bormaster. Throw to first is in time. 2-3 on the putout, and there's 1 away. Well, Kansas give you the numbers without there being an out. 8 1/3 innings for Tim. He's given up 6 hits, 3 runs, 1 of which has been earned. He's hit a batter, walked a batter, struck out 5, thrown a wild pitch, and opponents are hitting .214 against the lefty from Appleton, Wisconsin. Patrick Riley, the third hitter in the order, due up for the Kernels now. As Billy Carnline's night is done, and what a night it was for the starter for the Lugnuts. We'll give you his line after the first pitch. Riley takes it outside for ball 1. Carnline goes 6 innings, gives up the lone hit, the leadoff hit to Brad Kuhn to lead off the game. Doesn't give up any runs and strikes out 3. Swung on, broken bat, ground ball to the shortstop, Gonzalez, who fields and fires. It's in time to Metropolis at first. 6-3 on the putout. And they are quickly 2 away in the 7th. So Carnline 6 innings, a hit, no runs, and strikes out 3. That's all. He can only win the game. He cannot lose it. And he sat down the last 18 that he faced. Just 1 over the minimum so far for Lansing pitching, as 20 batters in a row have gone down for the Cedar Rapids Kernels. Jordan Rins, the next batter. He is 0 for 2 with a fly out and a strikeout. The first pitch, Rins takes it outside and high for ball 1. Can't say enough about the Lugnut pitching staff right now. Paul Phillips gets up and begins to toss in the Lugnut bullpen as Rins swings and misses badly on a changeup. 1-1. Same thing happened last week in Clinton when Carnline started, but Jordan Tim piggybacked off of it, and this is hit in the air to left. Going back on it, Petway. He will make the play just in front of the warning track in left. I don't know if he realized that was a third out because he was going to throw it back in the infield. But that is the third out of the inning, and now that is 21 in a row sat down by Lugnut pitching. No runs, no hits, no errors, no men left for the 6th consecutive inning. And we head to the stretch with the Lugnuts leading 2-0. You're listening to Lansing Lugnut Baseball on Oldies 92.1.
Welcome to the Pepsi Theater Minute. Today, the story of Langusto and Pesto. Langusto.
Oh, pesto.
Cazzature, lasagna, gorgonzola.
Oh, linguini, la carbonara, calzone.
Scalupini, tortellini al pomodoro, bruschetta, prosciutto, ricotta.
Pezzi, capellini, salame, pancetta, pezzi, mortadella. Pezzi, ravioli, scalopine, minestrone, prosciutto.
Pepsi e scalopine.
Linguini, cannelloni, maccheroni, gnocchi, gorgonzola.
Gorgonzola, bologna.
Spaghetti.
Antipasti.
Parmigiano, provolone, mozzarella, pezzi.
Langusto, calamari. Langusto, Pepsi.
Pepsi, food's good. Pepsi, it's the cola.
The future's looking better and brighter every day. We're neighbors and friends who stand beside you all the way. Always there when you need us. People you can trust. Your family and future are always safe with us. We're making your future more predictable. On your insurance. That's why so many people all over Michigan have learned who they can count on time and time again. Working together the best that we can be for your security. We're making your future more predictable. Farm Bureau Insurance. Farm Bureau Insurance.
Well, we are all stretched out and moved to the bottom of the seventh with Garibaldi leading it off for the Lugnuts. First pitch he sees, outside and low for ball one. Brock Butcher, the hurler on the mound for the Cedar Rapids Kernels. First reliever of the game used by Cedar Rapids in relief of Steve Merrick. 1-0 count. Garibaldi swings and misses on a fastball, 1-1. It's Garibaldi, Gonzalez, and Gutierrez, the 8, 9, and 1 hitters, due up for Lansing. Phillips continues to warm for the Lugnuts in the bullpen down the right field line. The 1-1 pitch down low for ball two. I wonder if he'll pitch the 8th and 9th or just the 9th, because I can't imagine that Jordan Tim is that tired. He threw 6 pitches in the 7th. 2-1 delivery. Garibaldi takes it outside, snagged out of the air by Brett Martinez, the catcher for Cedar Rapids. 3-1 to count. Lugnuts lead by 2 runs, and they're pitching a shutout right now. Three-one delivery. Garibaldi swings, lines it through the third baseman, Morris, who makes a nice play from his knees, gets up and throws it away. Garibaldi safe at first. The ball is on the tarp, and it will be an error on the third baseman, Dallas Morris.
Standing down for your Lansing Lugnuts. First down, number 47,
Morris did a good job to get that ball. It was a hot shot to the third, over there to third. He went down to a knee, snagged it, but had plenty of time to set his feet and just threw it away. So Garibaldi reaches. A runner at first for Lansing, and Jesus Gonzalez steps up. Even at the bag at third is Morris. Whipke holds the runner at first with a middle infield pinch towards the second base bag. Gonzalez is 0 for 2, and time is called by the batter Gonzalez. Time was called because, well, a ball flew in from the bullpen down the third base line. The pitch, Gonzalez swings and misses at a changeup down low for strike one. Time is now called once again as it looks like the first baseman Whipke is asking for his sunglasses and letting him out there as Ron Rhodey Klein, the equipment manager for the Kernels. Tell you what, he's got some speed out there. Gonzalez with an even stance. holds the bat even around the bell. Coming set at the stretch. Here's Butcher. The 0-1. Gonzalez swings and hits a little looper to left. A broken bat. Looper that falls for a base hit. Holding up at second base is Garibaldi as the Kernels have 10 men on the field. Isn't that a penalty of some sort? Another ball came in from the bullpen. And during the middle of the play, they had a player down there from the bullpen run and pick the baseball up. He was out in deep left. Runners at first and second, either way for the Lugnuts, as Gonzalez gets his first hit of the game. It's just the sixth hit of the game for Lansing. It's not bad when you consider that Cedar Rapids has one. Gutierrez steps up, a leadoff man for Lansing. He is 0 for 2 with a walk. Stepping off the rubber is Butcher. Now he's back on. Brown glove resting on the left knee, standing tall. Coming set, flexing the left leg out from the stretch. Hicks and turns around to chase the runner Garibaldi back to second. Whiskey, the first baseman, will trot to the mound now and have a quick conversation with the pitcher Butcher. Phillips continues to warm down the first base line for the Lugnuts. As Gutierrez taps the middle of the plate, takes the bat low through the zone. He does it twice before holding it shoulder high, using white batting gloves and a brown wooden bat. First pitch, he shows bunt. He'll sacrifice himself. A bunt down the first base line. Throw to third will not be in time by the first baseman Whiskey as Garibaldi was in easily. That may be, I don't know if that was just a mental error by Whiskey or what. However, I can't imagine that he was thinking he had a chance at Garibaldi. Garibaldi was no more than 10 feet from the bag when he was letting the ball go. So the bases are loaded for the Lugnuts. No ruling yet on the play. I think it's going to be a fielder's choice. It's a hit. A base hit. And Bormaster stands in with nobody out and the bases loaded. The pitch. Down low, he gets away from the catcher Martinez. Racing home Garibaldi. He slides in head first. And the Lugnuts have a 3-0 lead. Everybody else moves up a bag. Gonzalez at third now. Gutierrez at second. Still nobody out. A wild pitch issued to Butcher. As the Lugnuts are trying to blow this thing open. 3-0 the score. Lansing leads in the bottom of the seventh. One 1-0 count to Bormaster. Kicking the fire. Bormaster takes it inside. He backs out of the way. 2-0. So Lansing, the run in the last 2 innings when the pitch is grounded weakly down the left side. It will bounce foul towards the manager, Ken Joyce. Bormaster stands back on the right side. 2-1 pitch. Bormaster swings and fouls it off in the screen. A fastball, 2-2. Runners at second and third for Lansing. The infield plays in at the grass. Cedar Rapids trying to keep this thing within striking distance as we're in the bottom of the seventh. Lugnuts lead by 3. Bormaster stands in to face Butcher, who comes set, kicks with the 2-2, and Bormaster takes it high and tight, and the count will run full. 3 balls, 2 strikes with nobody out here in the bottom of the seventh. Lansing attempts to win their 4th consecutive game. Payoff pitch on the way. Bormaster swings and taps it foul off the left leg. He'll shake it off and stay alive. That's the inside part of the plate with his all-black bat. A very slightly open stance as he stands tall in the batter's box. Payoff pitch again. Bormaster swings and hits it well to center. Going back on it, Kuhn. He will make the catch in deep right center, but it's deep enough to score a run. Coming home on the play, Gonzalez. He's in standing up. Moving to third is Gutierrez, and the Lugnuts have a 4-0 lead. Sacrifice fly by Brian Bormaster. 4th RBI on the year for him. And here comes Jacob Butler. So Gutierrez now stands at third. I got a feeling if you're Ken Joyce, you're very pleased with the at-bat there by Bormaster. Make sure you get a run across. It's 4-0. Now one swing of the bat can't lose the game for you. Butler stands in. The infield still at the grass. The pitch, Butler swings and taps it foul off his left ankle. 0-1. Lugnuts can really take control of this game with one more run. Would make it a 5-0 game. Brock Butcher stays on the hill for the Cedar Rapids Kernels. Nobody warming up. 0-1 pitch. Butler takes it high for ball one. Shadows beginning to fall over the left side of the field. About second base to the right side. It's all in sunlight, but second base to the left is all in shade. Just after you pass the plate. 1-1 pitch. Butler takes it inside for ball two. One foot in the box for Butler, one out. Now he plants the black Nike on the back chalk line. 2-1 pitch. Butler takes it high and away for ball three. We'll get you some scores from around sports here in just a minute. Midwest League, Major Leagues, hockey and basketball, all going on tonight. 3-1 pitch to Butler. He'll be swinging away with a big gap in left center to play with. The pitch. Called for a strike on the outside half, and the count runs full. The center fielder, Kuhn, is really attempting to take away the right center field gap. If Butler can pull one towards the middle of right side and deep left center, he can run for days. Payoff pitch. Butler swings and taps it foul off the end of the bat, and he stays alive. Fort Wayne leads Wisconsin in the top of the sixth, 9-4. Top of the fourth, Clinton and South Bend all knotted up at 1. Top of the sixth, Kane County and West Michigan, the same score, 1-1. Bottom of the first, Beloit and Quad Cities just underway. They're scoreless. Dayton leads Peoria 1-0 in the top of the third. 3-2 pitch again. Butler swings and misses over the top of a low fastball, and there are two away. First strikeout recorded by Butcher since entering the game. Next batter is Joey Metropolis with 2 away. He's 0 for 3 tonight. Burlington and Southwest Michigan still scoreless. That game in the top of the sixth. Major League side of things, Red Sox and Indians just underway. No score there. The Yankees lead the Devil Rays 3-1 in the top of the second. Top of the first, Reds over the Nationals 3-0. Also top first, the Rockies jump on top of the Phillies 2-0. The pitch. Inside with a changeup for a called strike, 0-1. Orioles and Blue Jays just underway. They are scoreless. First period in hockey, Ottawa and Tampa Bay. No score there. And just underway in the NBA, the Cavs lead the Wizards 9-2. 0-1 has popped up out of play as it will float over the screen and land in about the 24th row. Here it's 4-0. Lansing leads in the bottom of the seventh. 2 runs are home here for Lansing in the seventh. They have a runner at third with 2 away. An 0-2 count to Joey Metropolis. And time is called as a ball comes in from the Lugnut bullpen as it goes into play. Down in the right field corner. Metropolis now stands back in as the ball's been retrieved. Busher comes set, belt high. Kicks and fires the 0-2. Metropolis swings and grounds it foul down the left side. Dancing out of the way was Chris Gutierrez. Someone screams, "Make that play" to Ken Joyce, the manager for the Lugnuts, who had a E10 over there in the coach's box. He tried to barehand it, and it bounced off towards the third baseman, Dallas Moore. 0-2 count. Metropolis stands in. Butcher lines, fires the pitch. Swung on and tapped weakly towards the first baseman. It will roll foul towards the first base coach, Charlie Poe. Talking with Charlie Poe before the game. And last time there was a Thirsty Thursday here at the ballpark, which was 2 weeks ago from this Thursday. There's another one coming up this Thursday night, 6:05 first pitch. Charlie Poe had a group of fans just on the first base, on the first row, as this is hit well towards shallow center, actually hitting the shallow center. Coming in, the center fielder, Kuhn. He will make the catch on the run. And the inning will be concluded. Metropolis falls 2-0 for 4. Real quickly, he had a group of fans on the front row just behind the dugout called Poe's Posse. And he told me that they'll be back again this Thursday night, so I'm looking forward to seeing them here at the ballpark. In the seventh for the Lugnuts, they get 2 runs on 2 hits. There was 1 error by Cedar Rapids and a man left at third for the Lugnuts. We're through 7 complete. 4-0 in the score. Lugnuts lead. You're listening to Lansing Lugnut Baseball on Oldie 92.1.
Nothing comes between a commercial cutter and their Bad Boy mower. Harrington's Lawn and Power Equipment is proud to introduce Bad Boy mowers to the Lansing market. They have 4 distinct advantages over other commercial mowers. Framed stronger, easier access, more power, and a longer life. If you're cutting grass, Harrington's Lawn and Power Equipment has a huge selection of mowers. Family owned and offering the service you deserve. Prices that can't be beat. Harrington's Lawn and Power Equipment, corner of N99 and Vermontville Highway in Diamondale. Harrington's and Bad Boy mowers. See why both are market leaders.
Welcome to Compatibility School. Today's your lucky day. We're profiling new members. If you'll just answer these 413 questions, we'll combine them with some clinical and empirical research and a little psychological matching. Dump it all into our data pewter and use it to predict your compatibility. We'll even guide your communication if you can't speak for yourself. Don't worry, it's all been scientifically proven by Dr. Quackenbush. I don't know about you, but I don't like being told who's right for me. I mean, how do you systemize compatibility? Don't you want to be able to decide for yourself? Then you should get Cupid.com a shot. We like to create possibilities, not eliminate them. The only thing you miss out on is the frustration of a long-distance relationship, because we have such a local focus. You don't need science to find love. You just need to be yourself. True love is out there, and it's closer than you think. Cupid.com, online or in person at one of our speed dating events.
Cupid.com. Advertising locally on great radio stations to bring people together for love.
Well, a new pitcher takes the bump from the Lugnuts here in the top of the 8th as the Lansing Lugnuts lead 4-0 over Cedar Rapids. It is Paul Phillips, 6'1", 190-pound, 22-year-old right-hander out of Blissfield, Michigan. Played college ball at Oakland University. So far this year, Phillips 2-0 with a 2.57 ERA in 5 appearances. He has 2 saves, 7 innings, given up 6 hits, 2 runs, both of them earned. And he comes set with a first pitch to Flint Webke. The pitch called first strike on the outside half, 0-1. Phillips has given up a home run. He's hit a batter. Walked 4, struck out a 9, thrown a wild pitch, and opponents are hitting .231 against the righty. He comes set, working exclusively from the stretch, kicks and fires the 0-1. It's looped down the right field line, slicing. It will fall foul, and the count is 0-2. Lugnuts lead 4-0 over Cedar Rapids tonight. Lansing pitching has sat down 21 in a row. Brad Kuhn led the game off with a single, and then nothing else for Cedar Rapids so far. Jordan Tim, the first reliever used by Ken Joyce tonight, his night's done. He went 1 inning of perfect work. Didn't strike out anybody, didn't walk anybody. 0-2 pitch. Whipke swings and lines it up the middle, and that 21 battle retired streak I was talking about comes to a conclusion. Single right through the middle. And that is the first base hit since the leadoff man of the game for Cedar Rapids, their second of the game, and here comes Brett Martinez. He's 0 for 2. With a ground out back to the pitcher, Carnline, who started the game, and then a ground out to the shortstop, Gonzalez. And while Martinez steps out of the box real quick, let's step aside for station identification. You're listening to Lansing Lugnut Baseball on Oldie 92.1.
This is Oldie 92.1 FM, WQTX, St. John's, Lansing.
Well, the first pitch to Martinez was inside for ball 1. Brad Tillery here with you at Oldsmobile Park in Lansing, Michigan. With the Lugnuts lead 4-0. Cedar Rapids up at bat in the top of the 8th with a runner on first. Nobody and 1 away. Martinez checked his swing. It was called for a strike. 1-1. Martinez even in his stance. Holding the bat. Shoulder high to 1-1. Called for a strike on the outside half. 1-2. And right now I am loving Dave Parker, our director of food service here at the ballpark. He just brought me chocolate chip cookies and milk to munch on here in the press box. Runner goes on the 1-2 pitch. It's high. Moormaster won't even make an attempt at a throw on the stolen base. For Whiskey. Whiskey's fourth stolen bag of the year. And the count is 2-2 to Martinez. And Phil plays back with nobody away. Coming set, Phillips. Kicks and fires the 2-2. Martinez swings and misses at a 94-mile-an-hour fastball. And there is one away in the 8th. First strikeout recorded by Phillips. The 4th for Lugnut pitching tonight. Madison Edwards, the next batter. Edwards is 0 for 2. Man, those cookies are really beginning to smell good. Edwards even in his stance from the left side. The pitch. Called for a strike at the knees on the outside corner. 0-1. Warming up in the Cedar Rapids bullpen. Well, it looks like Robert Romero. A right-hander who will likely work the 8th. 0-1 pitch to Edwards. Swung on and fouled off the inside part of his ankle on the right foot. He goes down to one knee. He will get up and walk it off. That's the kind of thing that stings. And there's an 0-2 count on Edwards as the clip from Family Guy was Peter Griffin grabbing his knee in pain is playing over the PA right now. Oh, and 2 the count to Edwards, who points his back towards right center field. Phillips fires from the stretch, and it's grounded right back at Phillips, and they've got the runner, Whiskey, in a rundown. Throw to second, and Whiskey is safe. Phillips made the throw to second. Gonzalez was standing there. He wasn't blocking the bag at any point. And he just tried a lackadaisical swipe tag. And that allowed Whiskey to get back in. A fielder's choice allows Madison Edwards to reach. And Morris stands in with runners at first and second. Man, that was the way to cut down the lead runner as Phillips chased Whiskey back to second, and Gonzalez just stood there and couldn't get the tag on. Morris stands in. He pops it up the right side. It will float out of play. 0-1. Runners at first and second for the Kernels in the 8th. One away. Morris is 0 for 2 with a pair of flyouts to right. The 0-1 swung on, pop foul over the screen. It will move out of the entire ballpark, and the count's 0-2. But you can't blame Paul Phillips for the last play. He made the right decision. Gonzalez just missed the tag. 0-2 count as Phillips bends at the waist, comes set. He does so. Letter high, the pitch. Morris takes it high and away around the eyes. 1-2. Morris digs in the right foot on the chalk line with an open stance. Holds the bat even in the zone. Choking up slightly, the 1-2 pitch. Slider that is fouled off the right side. On top of the roof and bounces out. Well, the shadows have pretty much encompassed the entire field. Daylight still here. Blue sunshine, or blue skies with Stray white clouds. The lights are beginning to take over at dusk here in Lansing. 1-2 pitch. Morris swings and fouls another one off over the screen, and the count stays the same. Larry Infante stands on deck for Cedar Rapids. The Lugnuts looking for a double play ball here. Metropolis, the first baseman, not holding the runner. Middle infielders are close to second base. Runners go on a 1-2, swung on and fouled off in the screen, and the count stays the same. And the runner, Lipke, at second, got a much better jump than the runner at first, Edwards. Lipke was about 3 steps toward third base before Edwards ever took off. I don't know if he missed the sign or if he just got started late. One-two pitch. Phillips delivers. It is swung on and missed by Morris. A nice slider out of the hand of Paul Phillips, and there are 2 away. Second strikeout of the inning recorded by Phillips, who has had to labor here in the 8th. Larry Infante, the next batter. He's 0 for 2. Infante with a even stance on the right side, taking the bat low through the zone. Phillips tossing the ball around behind his back in the right hand. Now meets it with a black glove as he comes set, flapping the glove. Checks the runner and deals the first pitch. It's down low for ball 1. Don't forget to stick around for the Farm Bureau Insurance post-game recap brought to you by our friends at Farm Bureau Insurance, making your future more predictable. 1-0 the count, and throwing back to second, no holding the ball as Phillips. He spun off the mound. Gonzalez was late getting there. Driving back into the bag was Whipke. 4-0 the Lugnuts lead here in the top of the 8th. Phillips comes set, kicks and fires the 1-0. Called for a strike on the outside corner at the belt, 1-1. These two teams all time have been pretty evenly matched. Lugnuts with a 4-game lead all time, 42-38. They have dominated here at Oldsmobile Park. 1-1 pitch, Infante swings and fouls it off in the screen. 1-2. The Lugnuts have never lost a series to Cedar Rapids here in Lansing. They're 24-16 all time at this ballpark against the Kernels. 1-2 delivery from Phillips. Infante takes it inside and low, and the count runs even. There's 2 hits of the game for Cedar Rapids. They committed an error. The Lugnuts have 7 knocks and no errors, and they lead the game 4-0. Infante stands in the left-hand batter's box. Break-even pitch, swung on and grounded through the hole to the right side into right field for a base hit. Everybody will move up one station as Butler makes a strong throw in. Bormaster blocked it before it can go to the third base dugout. And the bases are now loaded for the Kernels in the 8th. And now one swing of the bat can tie this thing up. Back to the top of the order we go. And Brad Kuhn stands up. He is 1 for 3 with a single today. Whipke at third, Edwards at second, and Infante at first for the Cedar Rapids Kernels. Phillips on the hill. The pitch outside for ball 1. The Lugnuts have left the bases loaded once today already. They did so in the 4th. They would like to return the favor here in the 8th. Phillips comes set after getting the sign from Bormaster, the 1-0. Call for a strike at the knees, outside half, 1-1. Kuhn stands ready from the left side. Kicking the delivery. Swung on and missed. A fastball right around the shins that Kuhn chased. 1-2. And now the Lugnuts and Paul Phillips are 1 strike away from getting out of a bases-loaded jam here in the 8th. Kuhn points to that towards center field. Pulls it up behind the left ear. Bormaster sets up outside. The 1-2 just missed. Hit Bormaster right where he set up. And it didn't miss by much. Phillips ready to come with the 2-2 pitch. Bases loaded, full of Kernels. The breaking ball is swung on and lined in the left, but right at Brian Petway, who trots over towards his right, makes the play for the final out of the 8th. And the Lugnuts leave the bases stranded, leave 3 runners stranded in the 8th. For the Cedar Rapids, no runs on 2 hits. There were no Lugnut errors, and the bases were left full of Kernels. We move to the bottom of the 8th. Last chance for the Lugnuts to add to their 4-0 lead. You're listening to Lansing Lugnut Baseball on Oldies 92.1.
Tell me, America, what do you love?
We love baseball, hot dogs, apple pie, and Chevrolet.
Yep, some things never change, like baseball.
Bottled water, veggie wraps, camera phones, and Chevrolet.
Did you say veggie wraps?
Ballet parking, rally monkeys, gourmet pretzels, and Chevrolet.
Rally monkeys?
Endorsement deals, coaches, pizza, satellite radio, and Chevrolet.
Okay, maybe baseball has changed a little over the years. But not America's love of the game or our love for Chevy.
Right.
I bet you'll see one of the most dependable, longest-lasting trucks on the road right in front of you, or beside you, or behind you. And they're most likely headed to a baseball game.
Yeah.
Because some things never change.
Better TV, ice coffee, retractable whips, and Chevrolet.
Chevy, baseball's #1 fan, America's #1 brand.
Dependability based on longevity, 1981 to July 2005. Full line light duty truck company registrations. Excludes other GM divisions. #1 brand based on car and light duty truck registrations and official manufacturer's sales reports for calendar year 2005.
Chevy, top partner of Major League Baseball.
Say cheese, Lugnut fans. When you attend a game with a group this season, your group will have a picture taken to remember the event for years to come. It's Meyer Memories, brought to you by Meyer. Higher standards, lower prices. Just look for the Meyer photographer walking around the park and get ready to smile. Meyer Memories are great for everyone, so make sure to show off your pearly whites for your group photo. The Lansing Lugnuts, where everyone gets to play.
Lugnuts.
We move to the bottom of the 8th here at Oldsmobile Park with the Lugnuts leading 4-0 over the Cedar Rapids Kernels. 2 up for Cedar Rapids here in the 8th, or for the Lugnuts here in the 8th. It is Petway, Patton, and Rodriguez, the 5, 6, and 7 hitters in the lineup for Lansing. Let's see if that's a new pitcher on the hill. I was munching down on these great chocolate chip cookies that Dave Parker brought to me, our director of food service. They are fresh and hot out of the oven. Man, are they ever good. And the Kernels do have a new pitcher. Robert Romero's on the mound. 5'10", 190-pound right-hander out of Frisco, Texas. He is 21 years of age and through last year with the Oral Owls of the Rookie Pioneer League. So far this year, Romero, first the pitch to Petway, who is homered his last time and takes it higher away there. Romero 0-1 with a 5.40 ERA in one appearance. Through an inning and 2/3. Gave up 2 hits and 1 run. It was earned. While striking out 3, throw a wild pitch, and opponents are hitting .286 against him. 1-0 swung on and missed by Petway, 1-1. So that means Brock Butcher's day is done. We'll give you his line in just a minute. Brian Petway hits from the right side. The 1-1 pitch. Down low, it gets away from Martinez, 2-1. For Butcher tonight, he goes an inning and a third. Allows 3 hits. 2-1 pitch. Petway takes it down low, 3 balls and a strike. He gives up 3 hits, 2 runs, both of them earned. While striking out 1, he didn't walk anybody. He threw 1 wild pitch, and he didn't balk. 3-1 pitch. Petway swings and pops it up into shallow center field. Who wants it? The second baseman, Infante, calls for it and will make the play as the ball tailed towards shallow right center. And there is one away in the 8th for the Lugnuts. Next batter is Corey Patton. Patton is 3 for 3 with an RBI today. He has 2 doubles and a single. Patton hits from the left side. Romero into the line from the motion and is fouled off into the screen. 0-1. Lights begin to take over here at Oldsmobile Park. 6:05 start tonight. 6:05 the rest of the week. Lugnuts are in town through Friday night. This one is fouled off over the screen and out of play. 0-2. 3 more games after tonight against the Cedar Rapids Kernels before Lansing hits the road for 8 games in 9 days. 4 against the Swing of the Quad Cities and 4 in Peoria with the Peoria Chiefs. 0-2 pitch to Patton. Taken high and away for ball 1. Looking ahead to the ninth for the Kernels, it'll be the 2, 3, and 4 hitters. Heinley Stacia, Patrick Riley, and Jordan Wren. The next pitch, check swing by Patton. It was low and away for ball 2. Nobody warming up for Lansing, so that means Paul Phillips will finish it out for the Lugnuts. 2-2 pitch. Patton swings and fouls it off into the screen. He stays alive. Digging out a 92-mile-an-hour fastball around the knee. Patton holds the bat around the numbers and even. Pulls it up behind the left ear and swings and lines one in the deep left. Going back, Riley. He's on his horse. It's over his head off the track and bounces off the wall. Heading into second base, Patton, his 3rd double of the game. He's 4 for 4, and Corey Patton has a big night at the plate tonight for Lansing. He himself stands for half of the Lugnuts hits. The Lugnuts have 8 hits in the game, and Patton has 4 of them. And that is the first 4-hit game this year by a Lugnut. Huber Rodriguez stands in. He's 1 for 2 with a walk. Rodriguez takes it outside and low. A good backhand stop by Martinez. 1-0 the count. Rodriguez holding the bat, shoulder high, stands ready from the right side. 1-0 pitch, just missed down low. 2-0. So Corey Patton with a big night at the plate. He has reached second base every time he's been up tonight, but he's been stranded there every time as this pitch is called for a strike at the knee. 2 balls and a strike. Rodriguez with a practice swing low to the zone. 2-1 count to him. Huber swings and taps it foul down the left side. A big hopper that will bounce off the wall. And the count runs to 2 balls and 2 strikes. Coming set, the pitcher Romero. He does so from the stretch. The pitch swung on and missed by Rodriguez. A slider that fooled him completely. 2 away in the 8th. That is the 8th time the Lugnut has struck out tonight, but only the first for Huber. And Anthony Garibaldi strolls to the plate for Lansing. He's 0 for 3 tonight, but he has scored a run. He reached on an error his last time up to lead off the 7th. Came home to score on a wild pitch by Brock Butcher. Garibaldi stands in. The first pitch to him. Check swing. It was down low and in the dirt. Martinez stopped it. Using a butterfly goalie kind of stance and stop behind the dish. I think Patrick Waugh. 1-0 pitch. Garibaldi swings and misses. 1-1. Now I know Patrick Waugh's not necessarily a popular figure around here with all the Red Wing fans. That's the quickest and best example I could come up with. 1-1 pitch. Garibaldi takes it outside and low for ball 2. Of course, Patrick Waugh, the former Colorado Avalanche player. Avs and Red Wings are very big rivals, and I'm sure I don't have to tell many of you. There's a possibility they could play in the second round of the playoffs this year. 2-1 pitch, Garibaldi takes it down low. It gets away from the catcher Martinez, but up the first base line. Staying at second base is Patton, and the count is 3-1 to Garibaldi. Garibaldi with the bat. Held in his hands. Red and white batting gloves. 3-1 pitch. Garibaldi takes it high and away for ball 4 as he draws a walk. First walk issued by Romero here in the 8th. The fourth of the game issued by Cedar Rapids pitching. And Jesus Gonzalez, the ninth batter in the Lugnuts order, stands in. Gonzalez is 1 for 3 with a single and a run scored back in the 7th. Lansing leads 4-0 here in the bottom of the 8th with the runners at first and second, 2 away. Romero comes set at the belt. Checks the runner at second, spins around to hold him there as Patton takes 2-3 steps towards the bag but never touches it as no one was covering. The pitch swung on, fouled off the right side. And into the 17th row of seats, the very top row of the box seats. 2 people going after it, now 3. And the couple of guys who went up for it at the top row where it landed got fooled. They were heading that way, and the other guy who was heading up, stepping over rows, picks it up in a gray sweatshirt as he realized the ball was rolling down. The pitch down low and inside to Gonzalez, 1-1. Ball landed in that top row and just kept rolling down the rows. He picked it up at about row 12. Romero comes set. A red under sleeves underneath his gray jersey and a broken bat looper towards the shortstop Stacia, who makes a diving catch as the bat went just about as far as the ball. Half the bat out in the shortstop area, and the inning will come to a conclusion in the 8th. For the Lugnuts in the 8th, no runs on a hit, no errors, and 2 men left. We go to the 9th. Lansing leading 4-0. You're listening to Lansing Lugnut Baseball on Oldie 92.1.
Business owners, if you want half off paper clips, we can't help you. If you want half off computers, we can't help you. If you want half off letterhead or coffee mugs, we can't help you. But if you want to save up to half the cost on your new building, well, we can help you. We're General Steel, and we can get you a brand new steel building for up to half the cost of conventional construction, and it can be put up in about half the time. When you look around, you'll see that more and more businesses, churches, and schools are using steel buildings to save time and money. And what's more, you choose the size and you choose the look. Brick, stucco, or stone, whatever you want. If you want a new building for up to half the cost of conventional construction, call General Steel today. For your free information, call 800-797-2343. For a church, school, or gymnasium, manufacturing, warehousing, or retail buildings, call for your free information at 800-797-2343. That's 800-797-2343.
Come shop the Mega Mall, Michigan's most unique shopping experience. Browse through 40,000 square feet of today's and yesteryear's treasures. Over 300 booths with antiques, collectibles, books, toys, furniture, plus lots of guy stuff like hunting, fishing, and sports items. The Mega Mall, the best pricing on the widest selection of merchandise. There's sure to be something for everyone. If you like to treasure or bargain hunt, come shop the Mega Mall. Open 7 days, 11 till 6. Thursdays till 8:30. On Old 27 in North Lansing, 2 miles south of I-69 and 4 miles north of Lugnut Stadium. On the web at themegamall.net.
Last call for baseball. It's closing time at Oldsmobile Park. The Lugnuts lead 4-0 as we head to the top of the 9th. Heinley Stacia is down 1-0, or is up 1-0 in the count against Paul Phillips. Stacia stands in for the Lugnuts. The next pitch grounded, a high chopper towards the first baseman Metropolis, who fields flips to the covering Phillips, and there is one away in the 9th on the 3-1 put out. Patrick Riley is next. He is 0 for 3 tonight. He'll be followed by Jordan Renz, who is the same, 0 for 3. First game of this 4-game series between the Lugnuts and Kernels. With a win, Lansing would improve to 14-5 on the year, and they would pick up their fourth consecutive win. Riley stands in the left-hand batter's box with an open stance. The pitch outside for ball one. Riley holding the bat high, lays it on his left shoulder, parallel with the ground. 1-0 pitch, swing and a miss, and a high, tight fastball, 1-1. Phillips challenged him, said, here it is, hit it. Just 3 hits in a game for the Cedar Rapids Kernels as the Lugnuts are looking to pitch their first shutout of the year. One pitch, Riley takes it down low for ball 2. Let's see, when was the last time the Lugnuts had a shutout? Phillips comes set, 2-1, kicks and fires. The pitch pops up the left side, giving chase to third baseman Garibaldi and the left fielder Petway, but it will be to no avail as it's out of play, and the count is 2-2. Going through the record books, the last time the Lugnuts pitched a shutout was July the 30th when they beat South Bend 5-0 in South Bend. 2-2 the count to Patrick Riley. The pitch swung on and grounded towards the second baseman Gutierrez, who fields in the outfield grass, throws the first, and there are two away in the ninth. Riley falls to 0 for 4. And Jordan Renz will be the last hope for the Kernels here tonight.
Now that, designated hitter number 33, Jordan Renz.
Renz steps in the right-hand batter's box. He has flown out to left twice and struck out swinging once. Phillips comes set. Kicks and fires. Renz takes it high and tight for ball 1. Four nothing Lugnuts lead with 2 away in the ninth. The pitch, Renz takes it down low for ball 2. Phillips walks off the back of the mound, rubs the ball up in both hands, trying to keep his hands warm. It is 47 degrees outside right now. Renz even in the box, standing tall on the right side. 2-0 pitch. Renz swings and pops it up in the infield. In foul ground, calling for it, the third baseman Garibaldi. He makes the squeeze, and this ball game will come to a conclusion, and the Lugnuts win yet again. 4-0, the final score, as the Kernels go down in order in the ninth. No runs, no hits, no errors, no men left. 4-0, Lugnuts win. And we'll be back with a Farm Bureau Insurance post-game recap when we come back, brought to you by Farm Bureau Insurance, making your future more predictable. Once again, 4-0, Lansing wins. You're listening to Lansing Lugnut Baseball on Oldies 92.1.
The Lugnuts are teaming up with the Sparrow Foundation and MSU Athletics to support the Coaches, Athletes, and Officials for Kids campaign. The Coaches, Athletes, and Officials for Kids committees believe serious injuries to children, whether on the playing field or at home, deserve quick, expert treatment. That's why the community is supporting Sparrow to build the area's first and only pediatric emergency room. The PDR project is part of a plan to expand Sparrow's Level 1 Trauma Center in the next 2 years. Sparrow, getting you back in the game. If you'd like to get involved in this project, call 364-5690.
In giving or volunteering, we improve more lives when we work together. Because you gave to the capital area United Way last fall, people will have food to eat, receive emergency assistance, and children will have mentors to help them become happy and healthy. On behalf of the thousands that benefit from the United Way funded services, thank you. Because without your support, some of the community services many depend on would not be available. Together we can get results that no one can accomplish alone. Thank you for investing in what matters, our community. the Capital Area United Way.
Once again, the Lugnuts are teaming up with Auto Owners Insurance for 3 special collectible giveaways this season. This year, we're bringing you 3 new hand-painted figurines with player autographs and individually stamped with your piece number. Our second giveaway will be Corey Patterson on Friday, June 30th. The first 2,500 fans through the gate will receive this collectible Corey Patterson figurine, courtesy of Auto Owners Insurance, the no-problem people.
Every successful career has a beginning. Have you started yours yet? Turbocharge your opportunities by calling ITT Technical Institute at 1-800-247-3100. Nationwide, thousands have launched technical careers after graduating from an ITT Tech. If you have an interest in electronics, information technology, or drafting and design, they teach skills that many employers look for. Most programs provide a hands-on education and can help you build your knowledge base and technical skills. Classes meet just a few times a week to help you balance school and your job. Financial aid is available for those who qualify, and career assistance is available once you graduate. Develop technical skills at an ITT Tech and discover a whole new world of opportunities. Call now for a brochure at 1-800-247-3100. That's ITT Tech, 1-800-247-3100. 1-800-247-3100.
Well, the Lugnuts win their 4th consecutive ball game as they win 4-0 over the Cedar Rapids Kernels tonight here at Oldsmobile Park. Brad Tillery here with you, and it's time now for the Farm Bureau Insurance post-game recap brought to you by our friends at Farm Bureau Insurance, making your future more predictable. Well, the story of the night was the Lugnuts pitching staff, and in particular, Billy Carnline. He went 6 innings, gave up 1 hit. It was to Brad Kuhn, who led off the inning. Carnline then ended his night by finishing off 18 in a row. As he sat down 18 men in a row, Jordan Tim then came in and sat down the only 3 he faced. 21 in a row sat down by Lugnuts pitching until he got to the 8th, when Paul Phillips gave a base hit up to Flint Whipke, the leadoff man in the 8th, and that ended the streak. And the Lugnuts pitching staff combined to just give up 3 hits. They struck out 5 and no runs as the Lugnuts pitched their first shutout since July 30th of last year against South Bend. Here's how the scoring went down. In the 4th inning, it was no score when Brian Bormaster led the inning off with a walk. He moved to second on a single to right by Jacob Butler, a bloop single, and then scored on a Corey Patton double to left, and that made it 1-0. Patton ended the game 4 for 4 with 3 doubles and a stolen bag tonight, also an RBI in the game. In the 6th, Brian Pedway made the score 2-0 with his 4th home run of the year, a bomb over the left field wall, over left center actually, and that made it 2-0. Then in the 7th, Anthony Garibaldi reached on an error to lead the inning off, an error by the third baseman Morris. Moved to second on a single by Jesus Gonzalez. They moved to third on an infield single by Chris Gutierrez when the pitcher, Butcher, picked the ball up, or the first baseman Whipke picked the ball up on a bunt attempt, just trying to move runners to second and third with 1 away. And Whipke picked the ball up through the third, and Garibaldi beat it out at third, so it loaded the bases for Brian Bormaster, who had a sacrifice fly to score Gonzalez after Anthony Garibaldi had scored on a wild pitch just before that, and that made it 4-0, and that is all the scoring that the Lugnuts would do tonight. For the Kernels, no runs on 3 hits, an error, and 4 men left. For the Lansing Lugnuts, 4 runs on 8 hits, no errors, and 8 men left on base. The winning pitcher and a much-deserved win goes to Billy Carnline, who moves to 2-0 on the year. The loss goes to Steve Merrick. He falls to 1-1. Start time tonight was 6:05. Time of the game, 2 hours and 23 minutes. Played in front of 1,241 fans here at Oldsmobile Park this evening. Well, when we come back, we'll give you the post-game show, run you around the scoreboard, and then get you set for tomorrow's action. Lugnuts win 4th in a row. They win it 4-0 tonight. You're listening to Lansing Lugnut Baseball on Oldies 92.1.
You've been listening to Lugnuts Baseball on Lansing's Good Time Oldies station, Oldies 92.1. This broadcast brought to you by Farm Bureau Insurance, making your future more predictable. LastU, your credit union for life. Pepsi, it's the Cola. Oldsmobile General Motors, proud sponsor of the Lansing Lugnuts. Stay here. The Lugnuts Oldsmobile postgame with Brad Tillery is next.
The future's looking better and brighter every day. We're neighbors and friends who stand beside you all the the way, always there when you need us. People you can trust, your family and future are always safe with us. We're making your future more predictable. On your insurance. That's why so many people all over Michigan have learned who they can count on time and time again. Working together the best that we can be for your security. We're making your future more predictable. Farm Bureau Insurance. Farm Bureau Insurance.
The bond between food and Pepsi is a storied tradition. It is a bond of respect and admiration.
I just know that when I come out of the piping hot oven covered in cheese and pepperoni, I'm a little disoriented. But then I see that beautiful blue and red and white eye gazing at me. I know I'm not alone.
A bond that says where there's a pizza and a Pepsi, things are going to be okay.
And that's when I knew who I was. I'm a pizza. And proud of it. You know, it's because of... Oh, thank you, Pepsi. It really, meant a lot.
It's a bond of... Well, you say it, Mr. Pizza.
Love. I love you, Pepsi. I'm a pizza, and I love Pepsi. There, I said it.
Pepsi, food's good. Pepsi, it's the cola.
Here's Brad Tillery with the Lugnuts Oldsmobile postgame show on Lansing's Good Time Oldies station, Oldies 92.1.
Well, Lansing wins again, this time 4-0. The final score over the Cedar Rapids Kernels as the Lugnuts take game one of this four-game set. And the Lugnuts pick up their fourth consecutive victory here at Oldsmobile Park. It's also their fourth win in a row. And they will get set to take on the Kernels again tomorrow. But first, let's run you down the scoreboard. All over the world of sports. First in the Midwest League, Fort Wayne leads Wisconsin 9-4. That game in the bottom of the sixth. Top of the fifth, Clinton leads South Bend 2-1. Also top of the sixth, King County and West Michigan all knotted up at 1. Bottom of the second, Quad Cities over Beloit 2-0. Top of the fourth, Dayton leads Peoria 2-0. And the bottom of the seventh, Burlington and Southwest Michigan locked up in a good one, still scoreless. Over in the major leagues, as of 8 p.m. I'm told, Red Sox lead the Red Sox and Indians tied up at 2 in the top of the third. Also top of the third, Yankees lead the Tampa Bay Devil Rays 3-1. Top of the third, Reds over the Nationals 4-2. Top four, Rockies lead the Phillies 4-1. And top four, the Orioles and Blue Jays tied up at 1. Into the first period, the Ottawa Senators lead Tampa Bay 3-1. That game in the NHL playoffs, game 3 there down in Tampa. And the second quarter, the Wizards over the Cavaliers in King James by a point, 32-31 in the second quarter. Here the Lugnuts win 4-0 over Cedar Rapids. When we come back, we'll wrap up the post-game show and get you set for tomorrow. Lugnuts win. You're listening to Lansing Lugnut Baseball on Oldies 92.1.
Please stay tuned to the following public announcement. The government and private banks are liquidating houses now. These houses have been foreclosed, confiscated, or repossessed and will be sold. Homes may be sold for little or no money down. For a list of foreclosures, call 800-316-3423. All listeners whose last name begins with the letter A through N are allowed to start calling now. Listeners whose last name begins with O through Z can begin calling tomorrow, 9 a.m. Every house must be sold. There's currently a large database of homes and properties available. Homes may be sold for little or no money down. I repeat, this is a public announcement. All listeners whose last name begins with the letter A through N can start calling now. Listeners whose last name begins with O through Z can begin calling tomorrow, 9 a.m. Call CRN's national toll-free hotline for your foreclosure list at 800-316-3423. That's 800-316-3423.
Timing is everything. Never is that more true than in love. You can be as ready for it as a drought is rain. But if the someone you're talking to isn't, it's probably not going to happen. And most of the time when you're standing in a bar, it's hard to tell who's open to the idea versus who's just out having a good time. So what do? Well, unless you've got a crystal ball, you should consider going to Cupid.com. It may not seem like it sometimes, but there are thousands of eligible singles you'd enjoy spending time with right here in your hometown. And you can browse their personals and pictures with complete anonymity. Basic memberships are free with zero obligation. Timing is everything. Isn't it time you gave it a try? Love is out there. Sometimes it's closer than you think. Cupid.com. Online or in person at one of our speed dating events.
Cupid.com. Advertising locally on great radio stations to bring people together for love.
Every successful career has a beginning. Have you started yours yet? Turbocharge your opportunities by calling ITT Technical Institute at 1-800-247-3100. Nationwide, thousands have launched technical careers after graduating from an ITT Tech. If you have an interest in electronics, information technology, or drafting and design, they teach skills that many employers look for. Most programs provide a hands-on education and can help you build your knowledge base and technical skills. Classes meet just a few times a week to help you balance school and your job. Financial aid is available for those who qualify, and career assistance is available once you graduate. Develop technical skills at an ITT Tech and discover a whole new world of opportunity. Call now for a brochure at 1-800-247-3100. That's ITT Tech, 1-800-247-3100. 1-800-247-3100.
Thank you for calling to learn more about the See Clearly method.
What's the catch?
Excuse me?
The catch. Your radio commercial said you can improve my eyesight, so I won't be dependent on my glasses and contacts. There has to be a catch.
No catch, sir. Our optometrists believe that you can indeed better your vision with the See Clearly method.
It's surgery, right? Expensive surgery?
No surgery, no drugs, no catches. The See Clearly method is a revolutionary approach to better vision that doesn't require drugs or surgery. Oh, but there is one thing I forgot to mention.
I knew it. A catch.
I can give you a free video that will tell you all about it.
A free video. Hey, wait a minute. That's a good thing.
We know it sounds unbelievable, but the See Clearly method can improve bad vision naturally without drugs or surgery. See for yourself by calling for our free video to preview the See Clearly method. Call 1-800-662-0544. Call now before you get sidetracked and forget. Your vision is too important. For your free video, call 1-800-662-0544. That's 1-800-662-0544.
Well, back to the ballpark one final time here at Oldsmobile Park. The Lugnuts win 4-0 tonight over the Cedar Rapids Kernels in game one of this four-game set. Lansing on a four-game win streak now, and they will take that into tomorrow's matchup. 6:05 the first pitch. A.J. Weidman, the lefty on the hill for Lansing. He's 0-1 with a 4.26 ERA. Robert Mosback on the bump for Cedar Rapids. He is 1-0 with a 1.84. Game time 6:05 as Lansing improves to 14-5 tonight. Cedar Rapids falls to 10-9. Until tomorrow night, got a few people to thank. I want to first of all thank the good people at Mid-Michigan Radio Group for putting us on the air every night on Oldies 92.1. Also want to thank the great people with Minor League Baseball for streaming our game through www.LansingLugnuts.com. And I also want to thank the hardest working staff in all of Minor League Baseball, the men and women of the Lansing Lugnuts. I couldn't do what I do and we couldn't put on the show that we do without the work that they do, and we appreciate everything that they do because they really do work hard to make sure and everybody has a good time every time someone steps into this ballpark here at Oldsmobile Park. Once again, the final score from Oldsmobile Park tonight, Lansing wins it 4-0. 4 games in a row now, the Lugnuts have won, and they will take that into tomorrow's game with Cedar Rapids. 6:05 first pitch. We'll hit the air right on 5:55. This is Brad Tillery saying good night, everybody, and we'll talk to you then on Oldies 92.1.
You've been listening to the Lugnuts Oldsmobile postgame show on the exclusive home for Lugnuts baseball on the radio. Lansing's good time oldies station, Oldies 92.1.
Lugnuts!